Tifa, actually you having hiccups is perfect. I was going to ask you, why did you waste $5 on something that you ended up not enjoying?
It wasn't me though. That was your dad. I didn't want to buy it.
Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope we're coming through nice and clear. I did something with a sun. Go fuck yourself, Tifa. You have no idea how much anxiety that gives me. You don't even begin to understand. I hope we're coming through nice and clear and Tifa can just...
We did like 100 sound checks.
Only 25. And I hope you cannot tell a difference, because if you can't tell a difference, I did it right. Hello Psycho being second. It's too late. Okay. Hello Evie, congrats on being first. Hello everybody. How are you all doing?
How is everyone doing
today?
Can
you tell Tifa is having a great day after having been to a gym for the first time in years? But we're gonna talk about that later. First, over here in Germany, you can usually buy basically anything and everything you want.
Everything.
Not everything, but like everything. One thing I have never seen in a store here, because I don't think they're actually sold here, and I don't know why, are Takis. Those chips thingies. I haven't had one, I don't know what they are. Checking TV after here. We will see. That remains to be seen. I will settle for just, you know, not backaches and stuff from sitting all day.
Yeah, because before nobody cared about Takis.
Yes,
and now
we have
all
seen
of a sudden,
people talk about Takis in movies and series and shows so much.
Yeah, but it wasn't really a thing. And now for some reason it turned into this huge TikTok trend. In every store and Späti, or 24-hour...
Späti, for the uninitiated, is what the Germans call a store that is unusually long open.
Like these 24/7 convenience stores. Yes. And like everything and your mom is selling Takis right now.
I still have never seen them over here, but that's not the point.
But you can buy them almost everywhere now.
Wouldn't it have been nice for you to correct me when I was spouting nonsense earlier? Then? Anyway, so those have been hyped up. Always fact check the things I'm saying. I saw those already expensive as fuck. So yes. We bought one back when we were in Denmark because we saw one and they were like $4 if you do the math.
One of these little 100-gram bags, I would show it the other way around. But
yeah, I opened the bottom.
One of these 100-gram bags,
yeah.
I have it closed.
I don't trust you though.
Is almost $5. And like, there is very little of that amount that is worth almost $5 to me. But we saw them in Denmark too, and I pointed at it and I told his dad like, oh, this is like this huge TikTok trend now. And then he was like, oh, so we're gonna buy it.
So he bought it. It's not that we, technically we didn't spend the money. My dad has this thing where Tifa is clearly his favorite child.
I sometimes make the mistake of talking about something or pointing at it and then he'll get it.
If she says anything remotely in the sense of like, hey, that looks interesting, he's going to buy it.
It's very sweet. This package of chips I did not want. We had an argument in the store about me not wanting to buy it, but he bought it anyway.
I mean, she and him, not we, because like, whatever, you do you. No, but he insisted because he bought some Danish chips that he loves from back when we went there when I was a kid. So he bought those for himself and some for me, and then he needed to buy those for Tifa. And then she finally had one, and what would you rate them, Tifa? Those are the hot ones.
Not the super spicy ones, so there's one above. These were the volcano ones, and I don't really get the hype. They're like nachos rolled up, because they're like rolled in a shit ton of spice.
Okay, but does it taste good?
It's alright, but it's not $5 worth. Like, I personally don't really get the hype. I prefer my normal nachos, I guess.
So you do you, but welcome to our very first food review.
If you're doubting about buying them and you're like, nah, not really sure, I would say don't. But
the disgusting thing is, they had so many other things that you could have bought, not you, but my dad could have bought with the same amount of money that would have actually been tasty and people would have enjoyed them? Can we borrow Jack's dad to buy them for us? Listen, I would totally be okay with that, but you don't want to be around my dad. There's a reason I spend as little time with him as possible.
He can have his moments. We had fun in Denmark. The funny thing is though, now that you mentioned you can buy so many other things for that money, we hired like this sort of like apartment bungalow thing, you know, those typical vacation homes. And they left us a bag of cookies there as a welcome gift. And it's like the super cheap brand of cookies.
Oh, they hyped us up during the Mighty No. 9 stream. They are so good.
And they were like the best thing ever.
I think they're like 80 cents if you do the math compared to this.
Like 6 of those bags.
I could have bought my own body weight in those godlike cookies that they just throw after you. They are so nice.
I did not see that coming.
Plain, simple butter and sugar cookies. They are so good.
But I think if there's one thing people already know about us is that we have cheap taste.
We are blessed and cursed because the things we enjoy usually is like the cheapest option available, which is great for our wallets, but really bad for our bodies.
Sometimes I wonder if that's a coincidence or whether the cheapness has affected the flavor and my mind just wants to tell me it's
I think it's a coincidence because there's a couple things where I go for the more expensive brands because I genuinely prefer those. Just with the majority of things, I would prefer the cheaper option.
Like with noodles and stuff, I don't notice the difference.
Yeah, like I've had like brand name noodles for like $3 and I've had the cheap ones for like 50 cents and I'm like, I can't taste the difference. I'm pretty sure there is one. I hope, because otherwise it's a ripoff, but I can't tell you. I mean, if there's a noodle connoisseur here, please correct us, but I cannot tell the difference. Hello, Ranger.
Ranger, you go do the 10 push-ups.
Exactly, yeah. Why do you
I'm kind of done.
Tifa has been to the gym already.
I'm done working out today. And the worst thing is, we're going back tomorrow.
That's because of her. But things in order. You want to borrow my dad, Psycho. I had to look up it's an actual thing or if I Mandela affected myself. There is the Dragon Knight dad meme. That's not one of the most popular ones. It's old. It's from like 13 years ago or so when it started.
All of those are sad.
Yes. Dragon Knight Dad, if you don't know the meme, go Google Dragon Knight Dad meme. They are, for some reason they picked Dragon Knight to embody this. It's a dad who means well but fails. It's like, oh, hey son, I bought you that game you really wanted. It's like the top text when you see just a normal Dragon Knight, you know, the Dragon Knight art, and then the bottom text like,
how about you?
Oh, this is the add-on and you don't even have the base game? I'm sorry. Google them yourself. So that's kind of like my dad, but it's less that he fucks up because it's sad. It's more like he has an idea, but he doesn't bother thinking it through. Does it make sense? It's like you tell him,
well, now we get to try the Takis at least. Now we can say we have
it's like that. It's like, hey, I've seen people talk about this type of chips. And then we're lucky he bought one bag. He could have bought a whole crate full.
Only if you say you really like them. He doesn't do that when you just go like, hey, I'm sort of interested in it. Like, you gotta be fair.
Do you remember?
You gotta be fair.
Do you remember that time I said, hey, I like Pflaumenmus. It's like this plum marmalade stuff. You take plums, you throw them in a pot and you like boil them down forever with a few spices. It's like a marmalade. It's like a
but there you already have it. You said you like them.
Yes. And instead of doing a nice thing, a nice regular sized gesture of just getting me a glass, I think he bought 6. Which is really nice. But
stays good for a while.
We still have glasses from 5 years ago.
You gotta eat them more then.
I mean, the stuff doesn't go bad, but still, you know, it's like, Anyway, so if you want him, you can have him. I do want to declare, though, he will probably drive you up the wall. Just out of kindness, I guess. Misguided kindness, but still.
Like I said, he tries.
Yeah. Talking about trying, Tifa, how was going to the gym today?
It was horrible.
You said you had fun. Don't even dare.
I said it was fun.
See how she's stumbling?
Because of like the interaction you had with it, funnily enough. Like, I don't like talking to people, but the trainer who was coming along with us kind of went into our sense of humor.
Yes.
So,
we vibed.
So
it was
we
nice.
had some fun during the whole thing, but the thing is as well, like, you're doing it together, time goes a bit faster, you can like make some jokes in between. That makes it a little bit more fun, because I've also mentioned, like, with those little workout things at work that we did with colleagues for a bit. That's fun. Like, you do it in a group. But in general, this is like only the first introduction. The moment that's done, it's horrible, it's blah, it's meh.
So Tifa...
And the working out itself is also not fun.
So Tifa, while there's a camera pointed at you and while the microphones are hot, could you please describe to me and everybody else witnessing this in detail, why would it not be fun if we go together?
Because then the newness of it is off.
Good
and
save.
And then it's just torture.
Good save.
Like, now most of the jokes were something you're not gonna repeat for 60 times or every single time you go to the gym.
I am definitely capable of repeating jokes 60 times.
I
try not to, but I think I can do that. I can even write them down and go through them in a list.
The funness and the newness it's already gone.
Okay, so you're saying to keep you engaged and wanting to go to the gym regularly, I need to entertain you every single time.
Good luck.
Why are you so spiteful? Workout is exhausting, more news at 12.
Yeah, it is. And that's not fun. Like, I'm the rather lazy than...
Tifa, the stats he took from us and then he showed us, it's necessary that we go there.
I have healthy organ fat.
Yeah, so they went through...
Which was the only thing healthy, by the way.
Stream at the gym so we can encourage you. I totally would, but the Wi-Fi there is really spotty, even the guy was suffering from that. And I have no, like, mobile internet reception. So I totally would, possibly at some point, but no, not possible.
Also, that is something I would only do if I have a private gym.
Yeah, and we'd have to be alone. Like, I don't want there to be other people because, you know, that's their privacy and stuff. Like,
yeah, like sometimes on like TikTok or YouTube, you see these people filming themselves in a public gym, and that is like the cringiest thing ever. Like, these poor people just wanting to work out, and then from every corner.
People choosing to do dumb things or make a fool out of themselves on camera is one thing. I mean, hello, but don't drag other people into it.
The funny thing is, though, near my work, a new gym opened up, and it's the super fancy popey kind of gym that is aimed at influencers.
So it's CrossFit.
CrossFit.
I'm just guessing because what you described seems to hit the CrossFit bubble.
I guess, I don't know. Like, you can look inside of the building, it has these big open walls when you walk past it, and all of the machines are like pink, gold, like fancy colors. They have these things to put your phone in so that you can film yourselves at the machines.
1 second, why are you disrespecting the colors? I specifically bought red sneakers because I believe they will make me run faster.
I even thought of that last week. Why are sports shoes always this bright color?
Not all of them. I could have bought other colors.
Yeah, but as a standard, like running shoes and stuff are usually a bit bright. But that's not the point. I'm saying that it's not like a standard gym, but they did their best
so that the snail walks away from you on your path.
To make it like influencer-y, like looking nice and all of that. And every time you walk past there, half of the gym is filming each other, basically.
So clearly it's working well for them.
So obviously it's working. There is a crowd for it.
I mean, I'm happy for them. It's just not for me.
But if that's what you look for, that's fine. I mean, you know when you sign up for a gym like that. But like in a normal gym, I would hate it.
Yeah, we're blessed. Like, it's
You also don't want
really
me
busy.
working out in the background of your video. It's like a stranded
Is
Bill.
somebody playing tennis?
No, that's
Something
you.
like that. Yes, Tifa, I'm sorry, I was trying to finish my set. She is already fitness shaming me.
No.
I was trying to say though, when we first went there to do the trial thing, they took all our stats, how tall are we, how much do we weigh, our body fat and stuff like this. And then I was like, okay, give us the news, how long do we have? Like, how bad is it? And he's like, I'm not going to tell you that, I'm going to show you statistics and charts where the rest of the population is, because then you won't blame me. Then you can focus on the statistics. I still blamed him. No, I'm completely in charge of my own fate here. And whatever has happened to my body in the past is usually my fault. But it was very clear that it's necessary, that we need to live a more active lifestyle.
I know it's necessary, but that doesn't mean I need to like it. Like, obviously we can use it. We're a bit overweight, like, no secret. My condition is basically complete crap nowadays. Like, that deteriorated in the past 3 years.
And that's the thing that today made me, for the first time in my life, experience something like a runner's high. So after going through all the installations to do like the biceps curls and whatnot, he said like, yeah, there's also cardio stuff, like I can help you set it up, just do your thing and like, I don't know, don't exhaust yourself too much, especially if you want to come back tomorrow to do like a course thing. Just do like 10-15 minutes and then come back and see me. We're like, cool. So I get on a treadmill and I start jogging. My problem is I cannot jog outside in the real world. I mean, I know how it works, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. That's easy. My problem is I cannot pace myself. If I start jogging, I will go too fast, I'll get tired quickly, and then I'll stop. Which, you can do that, but that makes me feel depressed. It's like, I'm at the end of a street and it's like, I'm dead. Like, I need an ambulance. So, with a machine like this, I can tell it how fast I want to go, so I set that up, and then I start going. And I realize, oh my god, it's not actually that bad.
It's also nicer to run on.
I'm going slow, but this is already more than I thought I could do. And I ran a kilometer, I jogged briskly. 1 kilometer is like 3/4 of a mile or something like that. A bit less. 60% of a mile. Look it up. But I did it in like 7.5 minutes. And I've never been able to do that. So either I had a good day, and that's awesome, or my condition isn't quite as bad as I thought, and that's also great, but I felt happy afterwards. That made me feel good. I know there's plenty of room for improvement, but that felt nice. I felt like I achieved something.
Good job.
I was all like bouncy and with a spring in my step afterwards, and Tifa was like,
all I did was felt miserable. I have never gotten this feeling like a runner's high. I used to do track and field for a couple of years. I played like badminton, tried tennis. I did like several sports when I was younger, rugby even. But it's like, rugby I actually did enjoy.
Because you like hurting people.
No, I liked a bit of a rougher.
No, I'm sorry, your laugh gave it away. It's the hurting people.
We used to play that at school quite a lot as well, but after the first 2 classes I always had to play with the guys. We had separate teams because I was too rough.
Because you like hurting. Like I said earlier, I can repeat the same joke 60 times.
I feel like it's not the liking to hurt people, but it's the like letting go of it. Anyway, I wouldn't even be able to do it anymore with my knees. Regardless.
Master, just this once, I must unleash all of my powers.
But even like
Forgive
with
me.
track and field, I never had like this runner's high. All it was be miserable. I don't get that euphoria feeling people get.
I'm sure I'll get there if I go like longer stretches, but right now, felt good.
Well, as long as you...
We'll get there together.
But yeah, living on the 3rd floor and having to walk up without an elevator definitely
and
helps.
Cycling to
and
work
cycling
and stuff.
to work.
Yeah.
Because when the pandemic hit, even the like walking to work and walking through the office, because I had to run quite a lot back and forth, that made such a big difference apparently, because then the pandemic hit, 2 years home office, and ever since then it's like it's an effort to run to the bus. That was never a problem.
Yeah, but today has clearly shown me my problem of running to the bus stop isn't the distance, it's my inability to pace myself.
It's the
Clearly,
it's very different to run on a treadmill and outside.
Yes.
Like you have
Yes,
uneven.
Yes.
Uh,
I was just trying to make myself feel better too.
we're getting somewhere.
That's the plan at least. And the reason why we need to go back tomorrow is because of Tifa. Because they have like a gym with like, what do you call them, instruments? Those machines that you can use. And they offer courses, and Tifa's like, I want to do a course. And the one she wants to do is tomorrow.
Well, it's the only one that was still available.
Yeah, because you're like last second with this.
And we can also only do like certain times.
Yes.
There was one I was interested in on Tuesday, but it starts when we're streaming, so that's not an option. So I gotta check what's there on the days.
Correct.
That's free. And I do want to try it out.
And the other times you can just go to the gym with me and I will like learn new material and I will make jokes that hopefully work, and then you will hopefully enjoy it.
Don't count on it.
We can spend the hours in the gym every week to workshop my log joke. Maybe eventually it will get good.
Not happening.
Talking about things that will never get good, no matter how much time we spend doing it. Tifa, what happened the last time we played Higurashi When They Cry Chapter 2 Watanagashi?
Well, we started it.
Yes, true. Yes. Okay, good.
I think that's the most important part of the recap. We started playing Chapter 2, which was alright actually. We obviously skipped the whole introduction of moving there. We were like, I want to say like a quarter into the story of like Chapter 1 where we joined the club activities.
So, Chapter 2 apparently tells story bits in the same time frame as Chapter 1 that we didn't get to experience in Chapter 1.
That's what it looks like so far at least.
Specifically, what we now already did seems to be set a few weeks before the night of a Watanagashi.
Yeah.
You see how I took 2 sentences for that?
No, you still took longer. But that's okay, it's okay. So we decided to go meet up with Mion and the rest to do club activities. Yeah, so and then we decided to meet up. You know,
Okay,
a recap is not into the little details, it's a general thing. They called, we picked up, oh no, our mom picked up the phone. Then our mom shouted at us to come and get the phone. Then we went downstairs to get the phone. And then Mion was on the phone. And then we had a conversation on the phone about wanting to meet up.
Tifa's obsession,
when we had time.
Tifa's obsession with phones in this game just is mind-blowing to me. And I don't know where it's from, honestly. I don't know who did this to her.
So, jokes aside, we decided to meet up to have club activities, but as a change, we wouldn't meet up in the classroom where we usually have it. We would meet up in the city, which is someplace we haven't really been to yet.
Also because it's a Sunday and there's no school.
The school building is open.
I forgot about that. Carry on.
Anyway, so when we went to the city, it turned out there was a tournament which was being hosted by the
Store owner.
The toy store owner and Mion.
What was the name of the store?
Da Vinci.
I'm sure that will be important.
Who actually also put up like a 50,000 yen prize money award.
For the winner.
For the winner.
Of the tournament.
So we decided to, of course, join with, we were kind of forced to join with the entire club against like 10 other kids. We were put into groups. Each one of us from the club was into a different group. We all managed to win. Ours was of course super dramatic, but we managed to win.
Keiichi managed to win a game of life by bribing the 2 boys he was playing with, because they have soft spots for Rika and Satoko, and he told them he would make them do things because the goal was for the group of the club to play against each other, and there would be one winner and everybody else would be given an order. Something like we've seen before, like put on cat ears and dress up in a certain way and do stuff. So
basically,
we're trying to bribe them with appealing to their manhood.
which worked because we won. But before the club would be going against each other in like the big finale to decide who the winner was, we unfortunately had to stop because Mian got a call from her sidekick that she had to come into work.
From her family to work at the
So
store.
that was postponed and we ended it at the point where we were about to go home.
Thank you, Tifa. That was a very thorough recap and I feel like I've been brought up to speed again.
Oh, you're welcome. Still a bit long, but we'll work on that. We'll work on that.
Thank you very much. Hyper-specific recap. Thank you very much. Personal escape never has been. Maybe bribing in that game was the point. Is that a metaphor for real life? Where somehow people that do bribes usually get in somehow? But where does genocide join?
No spoilers. Genocide Jill comes later.
Probably in episode 9, I want to say. Yeah, that would be where I put my money. So just wait another 100 or so hours for us to get to that point.
Well, episode 9 we're probably gonna reach. I want to say chapter 9.
There's an episode?
Yeah.
We're past
There
episode
is
9.
an episode 9.
Crap. Chapter 9. Crap. It's a metaphor for capitalism. Yes, it is. Everything turns out to be that way. Tifa, are you ready?
I am ready.
Am I ready? Yes. Bam.
So I'm not really sure what is going to happen still. I wonder if we're gonna go visit Mion in the store
We could do that.
to see where she like works at.
Do you
Or
think
if we like skip a day and then head into the finale. But I believe now that I mention it that we discussed we would have the finale at the Watanagashi as an event because we wanted as many people to watch as possible.
Yes, that's what you said. That is true.
Did I say that? Or did you say that's what she said?
That's what she said.
Oh, okay.
As in Mion,
I thought I
not
said
you,
that in
she.
the recap after all.
I was already like kind of thrown off by the fact that we both took a break to think and then started talking again at the exact same time. We're so in sync, it's horrible sometimes. There was something I wanted to say. Oh, what if the store that Mion works at, that we potentially eventually get to go to visit her, to see her, turns out to be the one where the Maebara family bought the pork bone and ginger flavor ramen?
I don't think so, because it wasn't like a supermarket.
Oh yeah, true.
Quite sure it was an antique store, if I remember correctly.
Didn't they just sell like everything?
That could also be, but definitely not a supermarket.
Well, we will find out.
Because like the school uniforms were bought in that store too.
True. I'm already getting confused. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
you can keep doing that, but
You're sticky, it's super warm.
I put on hand cream.
Yeah, it's super warm.
Please don't obstruct my peripheral vision when I'm reading.
I'll do my
It's
best.
so fun to have you back, Tifa.
Yeah, it's starting to get summer, which means it gets warm in this room. And you are radiating heat.
I'm a hot guy, what can I... Anyway. The wind blew gently as if to cool down those of us flushed with enthusiasm. This visual novel is not a sound novel, now it's a 4D experience for Tifa. You're laughing, that means it worked. Like, you can hate me, but clearly... The road back to Hinamizawa was long, but I didn't really mind.
Oh, that's right. Reina-san, you achieved an overwhelming victory, didn't you?
When Reina gets like that, I'm sorry to say it, but there's no winning against her.
It was because the cards were so cute. See? I bought them.
Do we get to see them?
No.
Nope. We teleported instead.
Rika was the same as usual. When it comes to boys, it's like taking candy from a baby.
Higurashi spelled backwards is race car. Ranger, I don't know what to tell you, but you might have a very rare form of dyslexia. You might want...
I see it, I see it.
Blink twice if you need help.
It was an easy win.
How much was calculated and how much was natural? I get scared when I think about how Rika will turn out in the future.
Satoko-chan was amazing too. The way it ended was really exciting.
You know what's really throwing me off? The fact that Reina isn't... Has she always laughed in the ah ha 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 way? Because I want to say originally, back in chapter 1, it first was ha 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 ha, you know, H-A-H-A and so on and so forth. And only after she like broke and turned all pyramid head with the hatchet and stuff did it turn to ah ha 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 ha.
I want to say you're overthinking it.
I'm really good at that. Sorry.
It wasn't the sort of game where I should be complimented. Keiichi, you also showed our fangs, or your fangs at the end there.
Laughs in Spanish. Well, I guess. I'm the type of guy who's strongest when he's cornered.
Tomita-san and the others seem to be cheering you on really hard. What was that about? He made some sort of promise with Tomita and Okumura. It's probably a secret. A secret? A secret? Oh, I wonder what it is, I wonder.
Maybe the translator was inconsistent. Also, hi. Hello, King Fosu. Happy Sunday. How are you doing?
What he said, that could
Possibly.
Also be. But I seriously don't remember if it was the other way around.
Or I am Mandela affecting my own brain.
But there weren't that many scenes, I believe, where she started laughing before her sentence.
I was mostly focused on, oh, so cute. Sometimes, for a man, there are times we can only understand one another by fighting.
This was so random.
Yeah, because while saying this, the fighting spirit kicked in. Desperately laughing, I frantically tried to avoid the subject. After that, everybody continued to praise each other for how they defeated their opponents and reflected on how fun today was.
Everybody, look! The sunset is beautiful. That is a nice shot.
And Satoko, getting even more excited, pointed. Waiting where her finger indicated was an immense sunset, casting even longer shadows of us on our bikes. The cries of the Higurashi were gentle and very comforting. Called
Close. It went more like ooh.
Yeah, I forgot it's the sideways cinematic experience.
But you were almost there.
New tips unlocked. Who's Mion's uncle? Alright. First we must save.
Go through them again.
Actually...
Why not just go over it?
Okay, so every chapter, every episode starts with chapter 1. Alright. I can deal with it. I was wondering, do they go... Is the first chapter... I'm getting confused now. Is the first episode of chapter 2 13 or is it 1? Now I know, now it's 1.
Kind of makes sense to restart. It's not like you have your own save files in it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So in that regard, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't.
Yep, sorry. I suddenly got called into my part-time job at my uncle's shop today.
What's that? No club today then?
Well, I'm sorry.
Mion put her hands together in apology and grinned.
Somehow I thought something was swallowing it. If you really want to do club today, then you can always do it without this old man. The club locker is stuffed full with games. You can pick whatever.
The club locker was the trans-dimensional space from which Mion pulled games whenever we met for club activities. Also the inventory space in video games. I wondered how so many freaking games could be stored in the locker. It was even smaller than one of the cleaning supplies in it. Besides those games, it was also a cornucopia of suspicious objects, costumes for punishment games. If we lined them all up on the floor in order to sort them, they would definitely fill the entire classroom. This is the true curse of oyashiro-sama. Distorting space and time. Nah, we shouldn't. I get the feeling that if I mess around in that locker, everything inside will come tumbling down on me.
It's the worst when you need something that's at like the bottom of a stack.
I have once before arranged closets in a manner of just smashing things in and then quickly closing the door. I did that until once I forgot I had done that, opened the door too quickly, and then stuff has actually fallen on me. Ever since then, I'll just take my time, put things in there normally.
Or when your freezer is full and you don't have the drawers, but it's like this open thing, like our top drawer, and it's full and you like stuff it in and you know it doesn't really fit. So you like hold it a bit, slam the door shut so that it still closes, but you know the moment you're opening that, it's all gonna slide out. So
the moment you need to get something out, you like gently open it and you immediately like squish your hand in there to try to, yeah.
That is the way.
Or we could just put things away like, I don't know, people that think about this kind of stuff. Too easy.
That's not really an option.
Too easy.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe amateurs shouldn't meddle with this.
Mion gave a hearty laugh, implying that the only one who could do so was the club president.
Me? The teacher is looking for the key to the gym storehouse. Do you have any idea where it could be? Did I not return it to the teacher's lounge?
Mion said, feeling about in her pocket. Judging by her expression, she must have planned on returning it, but it was still in her pocket.
I knew you had it, Mion-san. I knew beyond a shadow of doubt that you simply must have been the one who had it.
Why do I think there's more to that story?
I was right too. Satoko and I were both right.
Giggling, Satoko and Rika-chan clapped their hands together in celebration.
You're annoying.
Slap! Clap! Mion elbowed Satoko and Rika-chan in their heads, then headed for the teacher's lounge. Ow! I was thinking more like from the top down, like a wrestling move.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, that...
Especially since they're smaller.
Yeah.
It's easier to do.
Doesn't that really hurt? I mean, doesn't say she did hard enough. Oh, right. Have you two heard? Mion has a part-time job and that's why she's not coming to the club.
Wait. They do not know she has a part-time job in this chapter.
I want to say it was them explaining that to us in chapter 1, but...
Yeah, it is. Because
maybe I misremember.
They've all known each other longer. But here, they do not know that. So there's already a difference in the story.
Oh my god, retcon. I don't remember.
Oh, is that so? That's so very droll of her.
Beep.
The two of them make disappointed faces. Whatever anyone said, Mion's club was always the #1 thing I looked forward to when going to school. It wasn't hard to agree with her melancholic expressions after hearing it wouldn't be happening today. So, Mion's got a part-time job. I wonder what she's doing anyway. This time, Tifa is the same one.
I'm very happy to hear that.
But what did she say?
That they don't know that that she has a job.
Yeah, so apparently Keiichi told them in this moment in time, which we get to witness in chapter 2, and then in chapter 1 we witnessed a point after this where they reminded us of a fact. And it just seemed new to us back then.
Yeah, but now we also said it in a way that seemed new to them, which also doesn't make sense because we just had the competition that was stopped.
If we keep going, maybe
yeah, I guess
we'll get there. Whenever Mion cancelled club, it was usually because of her job. However, it also didn't seem like she went there every day. She would go 2 or 3 days in a row, then not go at all for a while. It sounds like a pretty damn random part-time job.
She isn't working at any one shop or anything.
She isn't? then does that mean she's a day laborer? Mion, wearing socks and a helmet, sweating to death in a factory? Couldn't imagine such a thing. I can.
Somehow reminds me of, one of the jobs most kids would do in summer, at least where I used to live, because we had lots of farmlands. It's like strawberry plucking or apple plucking. I don't know why I had to think of that.
So when you were picking strawberries as a job, how many of them ended up in your mouth versus in your basket?
I actually never did that part-time job.
Oh, okay.
I said most kids did.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. But you could have been part of most kids' part.
Yeah, but I got a different job back then.
You went for the apples.
No, I got to work in a shoe store.
Okay. The Netherlands is a crazy place.
Mion helps her uncles out whenever their employees go on vacations. She's like a handyman.
Yeah, I get it. Now that you mention it, her having a job at her uncle's place, I think I've heard about that before.
She has a lot of uncles who run their own shops, so Mi is in very high demand.
She has a lot of uncles who own shops? A lot of them.
I mean, that is very possible. They probably own the entire city.
Yeah, but at the same time, if the Sonosaki family is so huge, that just adds to her being part of the whole murder mystery thing.
I mean, true.
You know, like one family, like 3-4 people, whatever, in this like area of villages, that's a small group.
It's like the country mafia.
Basically. Yeah.
Oh, you were unaware, Keiichi-san? There are many relatives of Mion-san's in Okinomiya who run their own stores.
Satoko, are you okay?
I was like, wait.
What's with the random breaks?
In my mind, I messed up.
No, you did so well, you shocked yourself.
Yeah, I know.
That's very sweet. Huh. I didn't know that. So they're all different kinds?
Yes, there's a bakery, a produce market, a ramen shop.
We were not in a ramen shop, we were in a supermarket.
And many others besides. The toy store we went to for the club the other day is one of them.
I was dumbfounded. That's amazing. Is Mion's family blessed with some kind of crazy business sense? They run so many different things, it's kind of amazing.
F?
F for what?
We're online, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah, we are.
we should be. If you can
Posting
hear
a
us,
random
please.
F is a very stressful...
Stream had a hiccup.
Oh.
That's Twitch. But
Yeah.
thank you. It could have been worse.
Good, thank you. Like a random F immediately like increases stress levels.
It's the latter that can trigger anxiety the best on the internet.
There are others like a loan shark, a land shark, a strip club and a brothel. What I'm saying is they do lots of things. Pay attention, I promise.
Yeah,
no
don't
worries,
worry.
I know.
I'd rather people tell us than don't tell us, so you're golden.
I just really looked at the side. I'm like, okay, we're online. So then I was like, okay, it might be the mic stand, which means you're gonna get stressed.
We need to both stop overthinking.
Yeah, probably.
I hope what Rika said though is a joke, because like loan shark already not good, land shark is just nonsense, strip club and brothel. I mean, okay, you do you, but...
What if they own like left shark?
That would be dope.
He's a land shark. Technically, no. You ever seen left shark dance in the water?
You raise a good point there. I need to investigate this after the stream. Okay, a couple of weird things came up that time, but still, I could tell it was pretty extensive. So the reason she's so fussy about returning money she lent you is because the blood of loan sharks runs through her veins, huh? That explains that.
Once I completely forgot to pay me back for money she gave me to go shopping. And she threatened me, saying that if I didn't return it all, she'd throw me into the red light district and that would be the end of me.
Yeah, okay. Rika-chan being sold into the entertainment industry to pay off her debts?
Why did I think that would happen?
Ah, crap. My nosebleed.
Dying by being thrown on the ground must be the silliest form of death I've ever heard of.
Oh, Satoko, you sweet, innocent child. Huh? She doesn't really get it, does she?
Sometimes that's for the best.
And recently she seemed so unspoiled. Rika-chan, I gave her a pat on the head.
Why are you petting me?
We're petting you because you're a good girl, Satoko.
Satoko was lost in confusion, but she seemed to understand she was being made fun of.
But I got it.
Yeah, but you've shown your naivety to certain aspects of life so many times. Alright, yeah, no, thank you very much for that mental image there. Okay, let's continue.
Episode 2. I wonder why afternoons always make you feel sleepy like this.
Yeah, Tifa, why do they?
That's a good point.
Tries to suppress a yawn. Mion spoke in a voice that went so far as to make whoever heard it lethargic.
Doesn't take much to trigger me, you know.
You want a medical explanation for sleepiness? I could say it, but it'll just make you more sleepy.
Ugh, spare me.
It was almost 3 o'clock. 6th period was almost over. By the way, Satoko and everyone else in the lower grades ended their school day after 5th period, so they were probably running on the schoolyard right now. I could hear their joy-filled voices coming from out there right now. Oh, what I would give to be able to join them.
The last hour is the worst.
Yep.
Mi-chan, you're the class representative, so you have to try harder. No going to sleep. You see, rather than the class representative, I'd rather be the president of the boxing club. They get to sleep a lot.
Do they? Huh? What makes you think that?
Every time they get knocked out. At the boxing gym, they're always hitting the sack. Get it?
4 out of 10. Bam! The teacher cackled as she hit the back of Mion's head with a corner of a textbook.
That's all from me. I'll leave it at that for today. Representative, please direct the class. Kind of forgot she exists.
Yeah, same.
Everybody stand up. And attention!
She and I will love it.
I do really love her blue hair color. It's a nice blue.
Is it a matter of just, because of her art style, same faciness? Or does she look a lot like Mion?
I mean, they all kind of have the same...
It's the art style.
It's the art style. The only difference is the shape of the face.
It could be
Eye
betrayed by Mion's bangs covering the side of her face.
No, Chi actually has the slightly sharper, like, cheekbones.
Mm-hmm. The jawline.
You know, when you have the digital image, you, like, pluck the corner.
No, I don't.
Well,
I don't do plastic surgery like that, so... Mion, who had been half asleep, became lively again at the moment she heard class was over. It must be delightful to be that shrewd. Homeroom was done after the lower grades had finished their lessons, so we were free to go.
That reminds me, you know the show Ben 10?
Yes.
The series?
Yeah.
Like, the characters of the kids, I'm not sure if it's his friend or his sister, the girl with the ponytail. Sister, right?
Yeah.
If you take off the hair and you overlap them, they're the same people.
I mean,
they have the exact same face.
Siblings.
Yeah, but I mean, they just...
It's the art style, thank you. It was one of the odd rules we had. Where'd my voice go? It was one of the odd rules we had as a mixed grade school. When they knew class was over, Satoko and Rika-chan returned to the classroom.
Good work today. Alright, it's time for happy fun club activities.
Yeah, that's right. What should we do today? Hey, Mi-chan, why don't we continue what we started yesterday?
What did we start yesterday?
Yes, we should do that. To have it end like that when things were getting good, I won't accept it. Now.
I know how you feel, but let's save that for another time. Something like that shouldn't be done somewhere dinky like a classroom after school, but a grander stage.
I'm down whatever. But some of the younger guys said they'd watch me in the finals. So let me know ahead of time.
Whoa! Keiichi-kun, you're amazing! There's people cheering you on! Cheering you on!
It's more like youthful horniness, but yes, it's very sweet.
I wonder if there's anybody cheering on Reina.
I couldn't help but watch as Reina entered her pining maiden mode. I'm not gonna pull any punches, but I'll pray for your victory, Reina. With a saccharine Keiichi brand smile, I ruffled Reina's hair roughly. I can't do a face like that, sorry. I tried. It's not that bad.
It's fine. What? Huh? Keiichi-kun, what are you?
Reina turned bright red and short-circuited, smoke billowing from both her ears. Gazing into her eyes, a strange scene of me holding hands with Reina and skipping through a flower bed was reflected there. Even if it wasn't somebody else's imagination, it was terribly troubling. How's this troubling?
Meet Keiichi, the Reina killer.
When Rika-chan said that, everyone burst out laughing at once.
And Reina is a Satoko and Rika-chan killer though.
It may be true that we can't win against Reina, but we won't lose to Keiichi.
Oh, this is becoming a pretty interesting relationship map. Our strengths kind of interact like in rock, paper, scissors. But it doesn't include Mion, does it?
Of course not. It doesn't matter who it is, I won't lose.
Mion leered with a gaze befitting of a club president. No, befitting of an empress. The mood in the room became more lively. It was a good moment as any to get started.
Well now, let's get started nice and easy. Yeah. So then, Mi-chan, what shall we do today? What's gonna be? Monopoly.
Mion let out a small interjection as she rummaged through the so-called club locker. Every time I look, there's always a ton of things crammed in there.
Mastermind.
Everything that's jammed in that locker is a game of some kind, you know?
Tic-tac-toe.
On top of that, things used for penalty games like cat ears and collars were kept in there. The capacity of that thing is unfathomable.
4 in a row.
That locker, maybe it actually extended through the wall into the 4th dimension. That's my theory anyways.
Crocodile dentist.
If not that, then how else could you explain how someone could put out item after item?
Ik heb dat lezen.
Cards. Go fish. After Mion touched her hand to her chin briefly and thought, she turned around without pulling out any games.
Why don't we try and keep it a bit simple today? Playing games that require lots of pieces all the time can be a little bland, right?
Alright.
Doesn't matter what game it is, if everybody plays together we can have fun.
It's the draw out of Bruce Almighty. Yes, that's actually the thing I was like mental imaging right now. Alright, that's your line.
Yeah, that's right. Reina
and I both expressed our agreement. I feel the same way. With this group, there's no doubt even if we were pulling weeds from the school grounds, it would be fun.
My turn with the preso.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
That wouldn't be fun for me. Pulling weeds or whatever.
Ah, that's right, isn't it? By the way, Satoko, could you stop reading people's minds by looking at their expressions?
Whatever you're thinking is always written all over your face. So I've always known right away.
I've always been told that, but ever since I transferred, it seems like it's been especially bad. I need to develop a poker face, or I could be in for a rough time. Yeah, about that, got some spoilers for you, Keiichi?
Alright, everybody pay attention. I'm going to explain the rules.
Here we go. We all immediately cut the idle chatter and put on stern expressions.
Except to say hi. How are you doing, Dark Lord?
Hello there, happy Sunday, what she asked. In no time at all, everybody's gaze focused like a tiger or a shark listening intently. That's right. From the point where the rules are explained, the match has already begun.
Today's game is probably better known as a party game. It's called Sympathy. Has anybody ever heard of it before? That
No.
doesn't ring a bell.
I know Truth or Dare. Does that count?
Don't think.
I
this
know
is the same.
Never Have I Ever, but I think that's a drinking game.
I think it is.
My internet only barely wants to work today.
Understandable.
I'm
it's
sorry
warm.
about that.
Hope it wakes up soon.
I'm wishing you all the best of internets for the rest of the day at least. Sympathy? It means to share someone's feelings, right? Huh? Maybe I might know this.
Michan, maybe it's the game where we choose a topic and everybody writes down the first word that comes to mind? And the more people who share the same answer, the more points are awarded? This somehow rings a bell. In that case, Reina knows about it.
Ah, I remember. I recall playing a game like that in grade school while we were on the bus during a field trip.
I'm not familiar with this game. I would like an explanation.
Reina just gave one.
Yep, there's more to it than that.
Is it?
What about the amount of points,
Okay, fair
for
enough.
example?
First of all, that's you.
First of all, we have the leader choose a topic. For example, if they choose dessert. Satoko-chan, when somebody says dessert, what's the first thing you think of?
Tifa, when somebody says dessert, what's the first thing you think of?
Lemon pie.
Lemon pie?
Yeah.
We barely ever have lemon pie.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like lemon pie.
Why don't you make some? Then we could have lemon pie.
Yeah, but then we eat all of it.
Yeah, but when we're also going to the gym.
I don't do... That's the problem, like I don't... If I bake like a cake or something, it's like a big one.
Yeah, that's why we freeze most of it.
Well, what's your dessert?
I was thinking pudding because that's what we had earlier.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm a simple person.
I mean, pudding makes sense, but lemon pie is something I feel like right now.
Let's see here. Pudding or something.
I have the Satoko brain cell now. Mm-hmm.
It's because you used to voice that pigeon in the pigeon dating simulator that went pudding. Oh, what was his name?
I forgot the name, but at some point, Tifa, we need to actually... We have to start over at this point because I forgot most of it. But we actually have to go through all of Hatoful Boyfriend.
Oh, we can play that again. It has some good paths. Okay, well, in that case, Satoko, you would write down pudding on your memo pad. Then everybody reveals their answer at the same time. If there's 2 or more people who wrote down pudding, they get points. The more people who write down the same answer, the more points are awarded. So if everybody writes down the same answer, that's a max of 5 points. In other words, the trick is to think so that what you write down is the same answer as everybody else.
It was exactly as Rika-chan said. The point of this game was to think in a way so that you have the same answer as everybody else. For example, even if you heard the word dessert and immediately thought of strawberry sundae, if your answer doesn't match up with everybody else, you don't get any points. That's why you have to hold off on that answer and change to one that seems like one everybody else will choose. The key becomes not what you think yourself, but being able to predict what everybody else will answer. It's a very high-level intellectual game.
I think you just gotta make sure you pick a topic at least that everybody knows. And
Yeah.
it depends on where you ask it.
But
Like,
then there can't be just one winner, right?
I mean, yeah, you still have to also make sure not everyone else gets it, I guess. But like, if at work, I would say a drink. I'm quite sure the majority would
Beer.
write down beer, yes.
We're in Germany, it's a thing.
Still a risk of it being coffee, but it depends on who would be on the table.
Yeah. It's a game more about knowing your friends. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, me? For Satoko's sake, let's try practicing for one round.
Okay, for this round, seeing as I'm club president, the leader will be me, alright? The topic can be something random.
Taking out her literature. Taking out her literature textbook, she began flipping to a random page.
Alright then, this is the only practice round. The first topic is shaved ice.
I'm thinking Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
I would have said strawberry. I think that's the most common flavor of shaved ice.
Pokemon. There is spoilers for an episode from like 15 years ago, I want to say. There's an episode of Pokemon where I think it's Team Rocket is starving once again, and Jessie tells a story of how she grew up really poor and the only thing they had to eat sometimes was snow. And so her mother told her it's shaved ice so that she didn't quite realize how badly off they were.
Yeah, but no one's gonna pick that.
Yeah, I mean, not in 80-something because Pokemon isn't a thing yet, but...
I think even now, no one would say Pokemon.
Yeah, so you don't get points. You're welcome.
Yeah, so you lose.
No, you lose. You get no
lose
points.
Because, no, it's not about what you write down. It's about what everyone writes down. Like, I wrote down strawberry. If Psycho also wrote down strawberry...
Nope, Psycho is sad now because of what I said.
Yeah, but if Psycho also wrote down
Sorry,
strawberry, we two get 2 points,
Yes.
you don't.
Yeah.
Then how do you win?
You didn't get my point. You could have 3 if I said strawberry as well.
Yeah, but you didn't get the points either,
I
which
just
means
want
you're
you to
behind.
lose. I just want you to lose.
Yeah, but this way we're winning! That's the whole point!
I don't like the counting system in this game. In English, they call it a snow gas board.
I've never heard of that.
I see where that is going, but is that a real thing? Meanwhile, James was rich and nearly got betrothed to some kind of dominatrix. That's another episode, yes. He has a really rich family and he has a growler.
The extremes. Also, speaking of shaved ice though, even though it's like something so simple, I kind of want to try it the way they do it with like the syrups. I think some also do like condensed milk and stuff.
Yeah,
and
same.
I've seen a place here in the city that has shaved ice, and one bowl was €9.
What?
€9.
But why?
And I was thinking like, it's shaved ice.
It's water that you
ice.
froze. Like
Not even ice cream, it's just like ice.
water. You're selling me water.
With a syrup?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing more stuff in it? But I want to say the only reason they can put that price card on it is like for the name and for people like me that then go like, oh,
Yeah.
I want to eat shaved ice one.
Tifa, I think we can shave ice ourselves for cheaper.
€9.
Do you need a special like machine to shave ice? Because I feel like we can do that ourselves.
Claim Antarctica and sell the ice.
Be fast, there might not be.
But it's like,
Try it.
damn.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I mean, people gotta eat too, and like you gotta charge what you gotta charge, but that feels like it's being a ripoff.
That felt like more of a ripoff than the $7 popcorn at Disneyland. For
Yeah,
the
that
2
was-
handfuls
that
of
was
popcorn you get. When you say shaved ice, there's only one answer, isn't there?
Among the standard flavors of shaved ice, there's strawberry, melon, and blue Hawaii.
There, I win. You lost.
the most popular amongst those is obviously melon.
Your option isn't even in this list, so you lost regardless.
Of course not. Oh my god. I was speaking in terms of if we played it, not if they played it in the game. Diva.
Everyone wrote down an answer? Then everybody show theirs at the same time, okay? Ready, go. I have one.
Okay, the second one is mine. You do the rest of the lines.
Strawberry.
Melon.
You said the middle one.
Yeah, the second one I said melon.
Oh, what's this? Who is saying it?
I don't know. Pick one.
Kentucky. Strawberry? Strawberry.
Alright, strawberry gets 3 points. What's an
I won the trial.
Gintoki?
I have no clue. I'm gonna...
What? I'm the only one with melon. Wait, stop. Is that safe to Google? Matcha green tea shaved ice. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I really don't like matcha.
Don't Google things. You might find spoilers.
As if this would be a word specifically in this game, in this setting.
I don't know. I don't Google things. Just saying.
I don't ever Google anything.
I haven't been allowed to use Google for 3 months. You guys! Don't go doing something so mundane as picking strawberry as the standard. Hey, Rainer, would you actually order strawberry shaved ice? The first thing that always sells out at summer festivals is always melon, isn't it?
I would absolutely go for melon, and the only reason is that every melon syrup I've ever tried is not nice. It's extremely this very chemical flavor.
Hence strawberry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I would never pick.
No, you said I would totally do that.
Oh, I would.
Either I didn't hear or you swallowed the nod.
Well, the strawberry I would totally get.
Yeah.
Because all the melon flavors I've had are not nice at all.
This shaved ice flavor was part of a store in Higurashi where... Spoilers.
But that bit now we've already done basically, so it's okay. Rena also likes melon flavor. But really, it's all about the strawberry, right? Right? It's all about the strawberry.
What's your favorite shaved ice flavor, Jack? I've never had any. I don't know.
The plain condensed milk.
Plain condensed milk could be really good. I like condensed milk. No, I think it really depends on the syrup, like what Tifa said. Usually, I've had the unfortunate experience that melon flavor was this really artificial tasting one that I've had in chewing gum and stuff, and I don't like that.
Oh, the last one I can remember, we sometimes get a sundae at McDonald's. Mm-hmm. The ice cream machine near has never been broken, by the way, I gotta say.
We're blessed.
But sometimes they have these limited edition sauces, like strawberry or... melon they had once, and cherry.
Yeah, the melon one was horrible.
That was so chemical.
But the maracuya one they had, that
one was really good.
Divine.
That one was really good.
I was this close to... This is a joke, of course, for legal reasons. I was this close to break into the McDonald's after they closed and just suck the maracuya sauce out of the machine into my mouth.
That one was really good.
So good.
It's really been years since I've had one. I usually just get an ice cream cone.
Yeah,
we don't really have places here that...
Yeah, shaved ice is not a thing in Germany.
I mean, that, absolutely. I've only seen that one place, and like I said, I wasn't willing to put $9 down for it.
Understand.
Kei-chan, if I was to pick, I would actually choose melon. But you see, this is a word association game. If somebody says shaved ice, the first thing you think of is strawberry.
I'm still not entirely convinced, but in any case, it's this type of game.
Rika, what exactly did you write? Is that a type of shaved ice?
It's ooishi-Kentucky. It's incredibly delicious, you know?
Well, it might be delicious, sure, but it's not exactly run-of-the-mill. Still, that's a pretty refined choice.
I'm gonna guess that's because of the trial anyway, that you wrote that down.
Possibly. So you're saying there's a rich market for it? You can try to sell shaved ice for 10 bucks. I mean, if you become a billionaire, remember where you got the idea from. Just saying. Mame, thank you for the resub.
I appreciate it. How you doing? It's also surprisingly bitter flavor for someone like Rika.
I've had matcha anything like once and I can't even remember the taste. But I didn't love it.
I do not like it. I've tried it in cake and in coffee. It's not for me.
Maybe I should try it again sometime.
Satoko, did this help you get a good idea? There were 3 people who wrote down strawberry, so those people get 3 points. We compete to see who can get the most. And you already lost.
Yeah. I've got it. More importantly, Mian-san, what shall we do about today's penalty game?
Huh? There's going to be one after all? What will it be? What will it be? Buy shaved ice for everyone.
Yes.
What should it be?
While naked, dressed as a cat, with a choker and a tail and a banana hammock, which has nothing to do with fruit.
It doesn't still fall under being naked then?
Yes.
Okay.
It's still public indecency, I believe.
Well, Kei-chan, you have a suggestion, which we just heard. Jack, what?
That's what happened last time we played the game. That was basically the description of what Keiichi figured the punishment would be.
Jack has some fantasies about what he wants his penalty to be like ever since Friday.
It's literally what Keiichi explained it might be.
Keiichi, huh?
Tifa, just because I read the lines doesn't mean I wrote them. That's about half baked. Oh, half naked. Yeah, but still.
Like you first go full naked and then you put on the other things.
Technically, if you think about it too much, you're always naked. Like right now, under the shirt and my pants, I'm naked.
Wow. 3, 2, 1. Banned.
Mentioning nudity.
F.
What? For the penalty game. When I was in elementary school, there was a penalty game, yeah.
Jack is naked, avert your eyes.
Spoilers, you are also naked under your clothing. It can only be that. Schlepping.
Schlepping, that's the...
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't know.
Oh, never mind. In other words, the thing where the loser has to carry around everybody else's baggage. It happened often to the boys. Schlepping. Elementary school kids walking around completely covered in backpacks, you see it a lot. But how will we do that? Satoko-chan and Rika-chan's houses are the complete opposite direction from ours.
That's why it's a punishment.
Then how about the loser carries just the winner's stuff to their house? Getting everybody's stuff to their house would involve covering a pretty sizable distance.
Skill issue.
Oh yeah, just that much. Might be alright.
This is a Yiddish word usually just meaning carrying something from A to B. Yeah, and in German we have a, well, not quite like this, but schleppen. Etwas schleppen, to drag something somewhere. Not like drag physically over the ground, but like something to lug around something.
Drag
heavy.
something along.
I was typing comeback, but then I realized I didn't actually want to press enter. But I take it that means I won. I appreciate and applaud your restraint, Mommy. That's impressive.
Sometimes I wish I had that.
Somehow, today's penalty game is pretty simple. With a penalty game of this level, it wouldn't even be fun to make Keiichi-san do it.
Then shall we raise the stakes a bit?
You have to do it naked.
Not just playing porter, but ta-da! How about we have someone schlep stuff around dressed in this? It's the cat outfit.
What? Why a maid outfit out of all things?
It's cute and all, but no way.
But you see, what do we do if Keiichi-san loses? If we don't have a size that fits him?
Yeah, I think that's part of a plan.
Oh, I didn't let that little detail get by. I have a nice XL size one prepared just for Kei-chan.
She probably got it out of the cosplay treasure trove at one of the brothels that one of her uncles is running.
I'm guessing for every outfit she has something that fits all of them.
Yeah.
So, Kei-chan, are you ready? I'm going to have you walk around outside dressed up as a maid. From the headband to the garter belt, even the underwear, I've got it all prepared for you.
This is insane! Why do you have every possible size of that type of thing in that locker? This is bad, Keiichi Maebara. Somehow, it's become a situation where only my failure results in an overly cruel price to pay. What if I make a mistake and lose? I wouldn't be able to walk around in broad daylight anymore. Just don't lose. It's that easy. No, man, about that Maebara boy. Did you hear about him? It seems like he has a penchant for cross-dressing.
Oh my, really? That'd be so embarrassing, you know? That was Keiichi though.
Yeah! That's way too harsh. It's just incredibly brutal. If we're to return this penalty to some semblance of normalcy, now is the only time. Everybody, I think we should refrain from this unwholesome penalty game. Why on the way back home from school? Do we have to be accompanied by a girl wearing a maid uniform and carrying our baggage? Having them say "master" while dragging them around the village in such an embarrassing outfit. Wait, why am I panting? What is this? This feeling welling up inside me.
The feeling of want. Hey, let's just make it a normal penalty game. Wait, Keiichi-kun has frozen stiff.
Burning with passion, I firmly placed my hands on Reina's shoulders. Reina, there's no problem with a penalty game. I just have to win. That's right, everybody! I turned to everybody with an idiotic grin, my pearly whites flashing with a brilliant gleam. I just have to win! The manga, he calls this a form of sexual harassment. I see how, yeah?
Hopefully it doesn't awaken something in me. I mean...
Every fetish is born somewhere.
No, that's true.
No king shaming.
Okay, Jan, you've come around to the idea, eh? No matter what the penalty game is, there's no reason to be afraid. You just have to win. Right, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me and Tarika, everybody energetically thrust their fists up high. Only Reina seemed somewhat undecided, standing there looking flustered. She's a little bit slow, isn't she? If she wins, even for Reina, it's quite a delectable opportunity. Hey, Reina, don't you see this as a pretty big opportunity? Rika-chan or Satoko-chan in a maid outfit coming right to your doorstep. This is a historically great chance, isn't it? Reina began spouting a fountain of blood from her nose. The look in her eyes completely changed. She shifted into cute mode. I was waiting for this, Reina. That look in her eyes.
To my doorstep? It's not like Keiichi-kun or Mi-chan wouldn't be good too. Alright. It looks like everybody's prepared themselves. Get your memo pads ready. First question. Ready?
Mion opened up a textbook to a random page and read out a word that caught her eye.
The first topic is summer break. Okay, we're playing along.
Yeah, so what do you think?
If you guys want to play along, summer break.
We have to say it at the same time.
Not write it down?
No.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, swimming.
Doing nothing.
Okay, doing nothing and swimming.
I usually just turn into a vegetable for like the 8-week summer break over.
Wait, give me a pen anyway so that I can tally our points.
You have a computer right in front of you.
Okay, true.
This is yet another quite abstract keyword. Well then, let's not worry about it too much and start with something like this.
Oh, I see I'm at least in sync with Psycho.
Swimming, not a bad choice.
Everybody good? Time to show 'em. Ready, go.
On Neon Signal, everybody simultaneously held up what they wrote. Let's see, what did everybody write?
Summer festival, I forgot that's such a big thing. Miss Chance there. Summer festival?
Summer festival?
Fireworks? Mosquito coils? Wait, does that mean I still get a point because I got the same Psycho?
Yes, I have to wear a maid outfit and drag your stuff tomorrow.
Oh, Reina and I have the same answer. Alright, 2 points. But Satako's fireworks was pretty good too. Rika's mosquito coil is a very nice seasonal choice as well. All the choices are quite invigorating. Summer festival, should have known. It's almost summer break, isn't it? I wonder how we'll spend it this year.
Somebody dies. Spoilers! Invigorating words that invoke the image of a summer break. Certainly things that enrich the soul. As everybody approaches the soon-to-come summer break, a plethora of dreams should be etched upon their thoughts.
And by the way, Keiichi-san, what did you answer? Hurry up and show us.
Oh, I thought I did. I didn't really write down anything that great.
We have to show it all at the same time. How can it be that you didn't show it? No. Showing us is part of the rules, now come on. The rule is even show it all at the same time.
Seeing girls in bikinis. Stop it! Don't look!
Homework.
Really, dude?
I mean, it's
really?
what you think of, and homework is part of your summer break.
Yeah, but I was still trying to channel horny teenager mind from earlier. You know, from trying to see the girls in those outfits.
I guess.
Homework. The room went silent. Nobody could really follow up that response. It's as if my impertinent answer had somehow sullied the wonderful dreams of a coming summer break.
Yep.
That made even me feel a bit depressed about summer.
Keiichi-kun's summer breaks were never fun, were they? It's alright. Let's spend the summer this year with everybody. We won't leave you by your lonesome.
Literally. Rika-chan gently patted my head. Oh, what exactly did summer break mean to me? Summer courses. Observing sunflowers. Practice exams. Special summer focus seminars. I know nothing of hot summers, because I've always been in an air-conditioned cram school. The tears, they...
Kei-chan's summer breaks were always devoid of hopes and dreams, weren't they?
What? Don't look at me with such pity in your eyes! Don't look at me! This game called Sympathy may be more terrifying than I could ever imagine.
Well, you are getting sympathy now.
Pity.
Well, anywho. Reina and I get 2 points each.
Stop crying.
Let's keep going. Next is... fish.
Salmon. Salmon.
Makes sense. Does octopus fall on the fish, officially?
I mean, no, but it's an association game, so yes.
I would say yes in this case. Huh?
So it's fish. Come to think about it, I haven't eaten sushi in a while. By the way, rather than lean tuna, I'm quite the connoisseur on things like flounder. I wonder who I'll match with this answer.
Steaks.
That is actually a good one.
That one has like a layer, like, ooh, I like it.
You're also on the good side with tuna, because tuna was mentioned now.
Because for a Japanese person, anyone would think of this. Alright everybody, this time we'll start from mine. Ready, go! Sushi. How about that for an answer? When you see a lively fish, do you want to steam it or grill it? No, to have fresh sashimi is the epitome of cuisine. Rather than right sashimi, however, I'll choose the more amiable term in sushi. That is my cunning ploy.
I had sushi once.
Yeah, I've tried sushi with raw fish on it once and I could not swallow. The texture of raw fish.
I mean, that I don't like either, even though raw fish is quite popular in the Netherlands. But like sushi, the only thing I like about sushi is the rice.
Tifa has matured to a point where she can eat, what's it called? I think tamago sushi. It's sushi with like Japanese omelette in it. Every once in a blue moon I order that, but...
that is okay. I eat sushi. All my homies ate sushi, yes. I don't get how that is such a big thing.
Sometimes I crave it. And like when I eat it, I'm like, it's not that great. I don't know why I crave it. But then it's like, I want it again. It makes no sense.
You also had one once that had like this tofu skin on it that was fried?
Yeah, I think it's called inari sushi. It's a fried tofu skin with little rice ball in it.
That also wasn't bad because there was also no seaweed and stuff in it.
So you just
like you gotta take out the seaweed and the fish.
Everybody get your lists out. Tifa hates fun, recaps, hedgehogs, and seaweed.
And sushi.
And sushi. The fox pockets.
What's a fox pocket?
The tofu thing we just described.
Oh, is that what it's called?
But contrary to the intrepid resolve of my reply, everybody's expression was listless.
Oh, that's right. When you say fish, I see. Sushi is tasty, isn't it? No one thought of sushi.
Stop talking to me in that consoling tone! Stop it!
Well then, should the rest of us show our answers? What happened to showing it at the same time? Ready, go. Dolphin. Whale. Aquarium. Aquarium.
A whale is not a fish, a whale is a mammal. But word association, it's okay.
It doesn't really matter.
Actually, dolphins are mammals too.
You could write down worms because you use them to fish.
None of these are fish.
But it doesn't need to be fish.
Word association.
Like, you just need to write down what you think of.
Yeah.
Like I said, you could write down worms.
Rika and I have the same answer. That's 2 points.
Reina picked whale, huh? I thought about that too. But I ended up picking dolphin. Ah, really? Reina wanted to write dolphin at first, but Reina didn't think anybody else would write it.
This is all so unfair. All of those are valid answers. I know, right?
Well, you gotta sync with them. Like, go into the morphogenetic field.
Also, I love how...
Put in your answer.
The girls treat us as like, fish are friends. They are cute. I want to look at them. Keiichi's like, I want to eat them. Raw.
Either one of them is very cute.
That's true. Everybody, excluding me, stopped instead blankly as their thoughts drifted over the horizon. It seems as if I can hear the roar of the open sea from over there.
It's a dolphin.
I was thinking more like... You know, like wind or something. Crashing waves, which I can't do.
I mean, not that I can do a dolphin, but...
Wait.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm very good at blowing.
This means everybody has 2 points. Well, everybody but Keiichi-san.
Keiichi-kun's answers were worth 0 points, but Reina thinks they were very unique and interesting.
interesting.
Unique and interesting were also the words my teachers described to tell me that I was weird.
To immediately think of food when you hear the word fish.
It hurts my vegetarian heart.
Keiichi, you should really be ashamed of how destitute your soul is, huh? I mean, sushi was a very safe choice, I want to say, though.
Don't say something like my soul is destitute. Besides, what's with me on Rainer's answers anyways? Those aren't even fish, those are mammals.
Objection overruled. Next.
I agree with her. What a horrid game this is today. As the games pile on and on, it seems as if I will be further exposed as a petty human being. I'm the only one who still hasn't earned any points. I want to at least get a point in the next round.
Alright, the next topic is...
Sakura. I pressed
Sakura.
first. Damn it! This time I'll do it. Keep your cool, Keiichi Maebara. Don't think what you would normally think. Everybody else here is a girl. Stop thinking like a man. If you write down Sakura Mochi here, you'll only be repeating the tragedies of the past. Throw away that gastrocentric male sensibility.
I would say... spring.
Chocolate.
Spring. Or tree.
Spring Festival. I misswallowed. I have a very wholesome explanation for my response. I always hated math as a student. Always. Never enjoyed it. But when we had our finals in high school, for our math finals, our math teacher at the time handed out the exams that we needed to fill in, and she made everybody a little bag with chocolates.
Oh, that is sweet.
Ones I really enjoy. Because she wanted us to have something to enjoy during the thing so that our brains would keep working and stuff. I didn't eat mine. I finished my math exam thing, handed it in, I took my bag of chocolates, I went outside, and I let the understanding of never, ever, ever having to deal with math in my life like that again wash over me.
And then you ate them.
And I left the school grounds and I walked down a street where all the cherry trees were in bloom. And under the sakura trees, I ate the chocolate.
So romantic. I know exactly which street you mean.
I'm wholesome as fuck. But yeah, the other answers make more sense.
Such a flair for drama.
Answers don't have to make sense, they just have to be the same.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sakura mochi is wrapped in a sakura leaf. I didn't know, but I was edible.
I'd probably not eat that, but...
Kimono is also not a bad one. I'm just showing off, Jack. It's my one good math lesson memory. Yeah, I have another math lesson memory, but that's funny in a sense. But that's for later.
Sucks when you dream about still being in high school. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like high school haunts a lot of people still.
Yes.
High school sucked.
I mean, you spend so much time in school that any part of it will probably stay with you for a long time of your life.
That's an important time of your life as well. Like you go through like puberty.
It's your formative years. You make many friends or not, depending on how things go for you. Maybe first relationships. You begin to understand who you are as a person, as you're becoming one, really.
Yeah, I'm glad high school's over now.
I think they're edible, but they don't taste like good. Still a big leaf. I do it with oak leaves too, usually just throw it away.
It's like decoration.
Fair enough.
It's like when you get a cocktail and they put like these stupid little dried fruits or this orange thing on it that nobody eats.
Just for now, think of yourself as a girl. You are a girl. You are a girl. I'm a girl.
You should wear the maid outfit to fully immerse yourself.
Yes, master.
Everybody finished writing? Let's do it!
Keiichi-san, if you don't start getting points right now, won't it be a bit dangerous?
This time it's perfect. I've completely suppressed my own instincts. This time I will have a match. No, I will make it match.
Keiichi-kun, you seem pretty confident about this one. You see, this time Reina thought like a boy, so I could match up with your answer. Sakura Mochi, hey!
She is so sweet. She is so sweet.
But wait, this is what you said. I like them too. I wrote it down.
Reina and Rika giggled together. Whoa! Now is not the time to think with your stomach.
Well then, did Keiichi-san write the same answer as me? I put down Hanami.
That's right. When you say Sakura, it just has to be Hanami, right? I wrote that down too.
Mira and Satoko's response was Hanami. Hanami? Seriously? That's the kind of event where old geezers getting drunk and doing all sorts of depraved things as the standard, isn't it? And why of all times did you just decide to abandon answering from a girl's point of view?
Well then, Kei-chan, what sort of girly response did you write down?
It's nothing. Let's move on to this next topic. Moving on.
Love.
Before I knew it, Rika-chan had circled behind me and was intently reading the memo I'd hidden behind my back.
Master Sakura is written down here. Oh, why did that not come to mind at all?
Ah yes, the legally distinct version of that franchise.
That's kind of clever.
Hanami is watching the cherry blossoms fall. I love that too. Like every year when it's cherry blossom season, because we have quite a few in Germany, I try, you can back me up on this, I try to find the time when they are just in full bloom, when they're about to fall, and when I try to go for a walk in a place where they do that.
Yeah, I get dragged to the other side of the city several times in the time frame to check if they're blossoming.
Why do you hate my fun?
I say we take a short break before we start making fun of your answer.
Alright, fine with me. I'll just go be wholesome and enjoyable by myself, I guess. BRB.
BRB. We're back.
We are. Alright, time to embarrass Keiichi. Again.
Go for it. So you wrote down Card Master Sakura.
It became dead quiet. The abrupt silence enveloped the room. It would be fine if somebody at least laughed at me or played it off as something dumb, but nobody even flinched. A feeling in the pit of my stomach reached critical mass, causing my once blood-drained face to flush with a sudden wave of heat. Sir?
Aww.
Sakura can only mean Cardmaster Sakura, can't it? It's a super popular anime that's broadcast every week on the government-run networks. It's broken through every demographic, from little girls to grown men. You've seen it, haven't you? No, you've definitely seen it. Even I've seen it.
Yeah, even without the forced explanation, I know about it. It's that thingy where she fights in a different costume every week, right? Yeah, I know.
Does she? I know nothing about it.
Yep. It's cute, isn't it? Reina sometimes browses through it at the magazine stand to keep up with the story.
Okay.
I saw it for the first time recently. Sakura is cool and so cheerful all the time.
If you send in a costume design, they'll put it on the show. Okay, that is
I
pretty
had
cool.
no idea. That's awesome.
I've never seen it, but
That's
I
so
know
cool.
it exists. I didn't know she had that many different costumes.
I
Never
thought
paid
there was
attention
just
to it.
one.
I mean, usually that's the thing now with these magical girls. They have like
Yeah.
one standard thing.
That's a really
That's
neat
really
thing.
sweet.
Yeah, that's nice.
I like the girl who's always filming with the camcorder. It's not just popular with little girls, it's also surprisingly well received by older boys, isn't it? To think that Kei-chan was one of those.
I felt like I had inadvertently blurted out something unnecessary and had completely self-destructed, but that wasn't the main problem. So you all know it, don't you? But why didn't you write it down? Sakura means Sakura Kinomoto. Sakura-tan. Godmaster Sakura is the right answer.
Womp.
Mion quietly put her hand on my shoulder.
Kei-chan. Now I'm certain. Kei-chan, you are to your very core a geezer. Irrevocably so.
Yeah. Why is everyone looking at me with those eyes filled with pity?
That's not true, Keiichi-kun. Okay, let's do our best. Here's where the comeback begins. We didn't even agree on how many rounds there would be.
Until we win. Her rich friend Tomoya supplies her with infinite costumes and her camcorder because she knows Sakura is the cutest girl ever.
That is sweet.
I don't see how that would be part of a plot, but I'll take it and maybe I'll give it a go.
It doesn't need to be a whole part of the plot. Also, you really want to give that a go? Do you know how big that is by now?
Is it like Naruto? Is it still running? No,
I don't know how many episodes there are, but I know there's lots of seasons.
Okay.
There's no coming back for Keiichi-san the geezer. Now give up quietly and accept your penalty.
No, but seriously, how many rounds are we doing?
What was today's penalty game again?
Dressing up as a maid, complete with hairband and garter belt while carrying around the winner's stuff.
No!
I think that already gave the essence of the emotions.
Yeah, but I felt like I could do it better, you know?
Alright. If you're real members of this club, show me you won't let anybody come back from this disadvantage. Alright, let's keep it rolling.
The pain. The pain. But yeah, Keiichi definitely thinks different than we are. But I get it. I get it. It takes all kinds. Do we skip first?
I mean, I guess we just lost there.
The shit you do to maintain a close circle. Who here can say that they have not dressed up like a maid or butler once before to drag things around for their friends in public, you know? But if you couldn't raise your hand, that's fine, as long as you're happy, you know?
I totally would have, though.
I think, listen,
This is like fun.
I think today I would be able to do it. As a 15-year-old, I wouldn't have had the composure to do it.
I think the worst I've walked around in as a kid was like pajamas.
The most...
And sometimes we even had to for school, so that's also not that bad.
The most non-regular clothing I've worn outside was a onesie. The deer onesie.
Oh yeah, true.
When I went over to my grandparents for Christmas years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
I went in a deer onesie. I'm too regal to be furniture. Well, there is one piece of furniture that can only be displayed in a regal manner, and that's a throne. So, are you sure about that? Just giving you ideas if you ever want to change your mind and you want somewhere to start.
Hmm?
That's me.
Oh.
Yes!
I didn't think this would be you. Wow, Keiichi-kun seems happy? Why? How can this be? He's probably awoken to the joys of cross-dressing. Aw, Keiichi-kun, Your hairband is going to fall off. Let me fix that for you.
Reina cheerfully adjusted the hairband that had been enshrined upon my head.
How does it feel, Keiichi? Have you awoken to the pleasures of wearing girls' clothing in front of actual girls? Be honest now. It's alright. We won't laugh.
Ah, you jerk! I'm gonna murder you! Swinging Mion's bag about wildly, I chased her in circles for a bit. Today's loser was quickly decided to be me. When I had been assured of finishing last, Mion showed her true power. She began racking up points with an iron fist. In the end, we didn't even have to add up the score to know who was on top. After that, in the changing room, much wailing and gnashing of my teeth, pushing the boundaries of shame and brutality, I was instructed by Mion on how to put on everything from ribbons to underwear. I've never worn a maid outfit. What? To those of you that know more about this topic or who have potentially worn maid outfits before, how do you need instructions on how to put on the underwear?
I don't think it's really about that. It's to imply that he has the whole set.
Damn
besides,
you, Mion.
You can't put on your underwear the wrong way around.
Is it because of the garter belts? Is it the dilemma of wearing the underwear over the garter belts or under the garter belts?
I think you're overthinking this.
I'm trying to put myself into Keiichi's problems. It's high heels. A garter belt needs to connect to the underwear. Not if it has like a.
Well, see, there's your instructions. But you can also have like this little belt that you can put over your underwear.
Maybe I'm
that
confused.
to it.
Isn't the garter belt the thing you put around your waist to put the straps on with your like thigh highs?
I want to say that's it, yeah. But this was just to imply that he has like a whole set of clothing she's helping him.
I'm voicing a 15-year-old who is wearing a maid's outfit. I need to understand the emotion.
Should we hire one for you?
What do you mean hire one for me? Hire a maid.
A maid outfit.
Tifa, you hire people, you rent
outfits. Who wants
outfits.
to see Jack in a maid outfit? We all do. I know everyone raised their hands.
No, you fucking don't, Jack. Yes, I do. Jack is a method actor. Yes, exactly.
We're gonna get you a maid
Okay,
outfit.
fair enough.
See?
Yeah.
We have
Maid Jack, Maid Jack, Maid Jack. If I ever get the chance, I'll do it for you.
We all know we're gonna look for a costume shop next week.
Can do. Hi.
I promise I'm gonna look for a costume shop, and if they have a maid outfit, I'm gonna make Jack wear it and take pictures.
You'll be able to tell it will be that stream when the title will have something with something like "Made Your Day." Get it? Made your day? Like, come on, that's an
wait.
That's an 8
I
out
was
of 10.
just gonna take some pictures in the changing booth, but you actually want to buy one. Because that will be yours.
I don't know. I don't know how these things work.
Things are escalating.
I figured I have to fully commit.
Okay, that's my...
What cursed thing have you brought upon this forsaken land? I will have you know, I will look cute as fuck in a maid costume.
I'm sure you really would. We're gonna have a photo shoot in the park.
Do you see how much hair there is? That can be put to use in that costume.
Take you home. That is very true.
Quite literally.
Oh, that's gonna be so much fun.
But then you have to wear a butler outfit.
Oh, I can do that.
Does this mean Tifa dresses like Kantakun? I don't know who Kantakun is, but
I'm gonna guess it's like a suit.
I mean, if I have to go maid, she has to go butler. Like, there's only one way. The Colonel.
Oh.
Oh, Colonel Sanders.
That should be doable.
It's a bit more difficult.
But the most important thing is the maid outfit for Jack.
We'll have to find one. If we ever find one, I guess we'll have to do it.
I will do my best to start looking for one.
Meanwhile, damn you, Mion. What do you mean knowing this will come in handy one day?
If it's not too expensive on Amazon, maybe I'll just order you one there.
Please don't. How the bloody hell will a man knowing how to put on a garter belt be useful?
Hey, if you know how to put it on, you probably also know how to take it off.
Yeah.
Shh. Kei-chan, you're too loud. If you stay quiet, you might be able to pass this off as rehearsal for a play.
Smart.
She's right. If you cause a scene here, they'll find out that you're wearing woman's clothing right down to the unmentionables. The unmentionables.
Okay, wait. Oh, God! I shuddered from head to toe, resisting the urge to scream.
So my eyebrows are going up. Actually, Kei-chan, you have a really smooth skin. Are you often told that it's easy to apply makeup on you?
No makeup. My skin is not made for that. I mean, I have a natural blush already. I don't need it. Saying that, Mion gently rubbed my cheek. What kind of man gets praised for being easy to apply makeup on them? Most actors, I would think. But I mean, the ones with...
Especially if you have, what's the English term for it? Androgynous?
Androgynous?
Yeah, like an androgynous face. Androgynous.
I thought you were talking about, like, I don't know, a nut or something. Especially have you an androgynous?
Can't pronounce the word.
But here it's about the skin, not the contours and faces of your shape.
Oh, fair enough.
The shape of your face. Oh my god.
Isn't every type of skin basically easy to put makeup on though?
No. I have...
Don't you just like brush that
My
off?
skin is either too dry or too oily.
I don't wear
Both
makeup,
of them
so I don't know.
are not good. If it's too dry, like, you know, first of all, you'll destroy my very delicate skin. Second
That's
of all...
why you can put stuff on.
I guess. I don't know. I don't do makeup. And if it's too oily, you'll paint my face and then it just goes... I guess.
How does it feel wearing a maid's hairband? It really finishes off the look. The hairband is the best part of a maid outfit, after all.
Is it though?
It completes the image.
I figured... I will not go into this. This might imply Keiichi still has smooth cheeks, which isn't very masculine.
I mean, he's like, what, 14, 13, 12?
Like, especially now that I'm older, I wish I had smooth skin. You know? It's like the things people worry about sometimes. What do you mean finishes off a look? Dumbass! Stop teasing me!
Keiichi-kun is embarrassed. Cute. That's right. Men like things like garter belts, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's less the hairband and more... Anyway.
So how does it feel wearing one yourself?
I don't really feel any... Hey, stop it! Don't flip it up!
It's tight, isn't it? Can you feel it rub against your skin as you walk?
Stop! Don't whisper such strange things into my ear. My miserable manhood suddenly shifted. I'm sorry.
Have you ever had a dream that you would? You can't, you would do anything?
Tifa, probably. Yes, yes. That's 100% a Tifa line. Also, I ask again, did I buy the correct Higurashi or did I accidentally buy the porn parody?
If anything, you got the soft version. You're turning red, you're turning red. Have you finally realized it? That's right. Right now, Kei-chan is exactly the type of mate that every healthy male wants.
Wait, what?
Also, does that mean if a man is not into mates, he's not healthy?
According to Mion, yes. Clearly you don't know anything about visual novels. Yeah, not much.
The Keiichi pipeline.
Stop it, Mion. Really, why do you have to whisper that right into my ear?
Have you ever just wanted to hold a mate close to you? Kei-chan, you've currently become one with that mate. Don't you see? That's a distance far closer than mere touch can ever achieve. There, can't you hear that pulse? That breath? Me-chan, that's...
On the verge of overheating, a long red line flowing out of Reina's nose.
Putting on makeup properly, making you wear a wig with the straight long hair you like so much. Kei-chan, I've made you into your ideal woman. I would love to see a picture of this.
Imagine in some fucked up way, like he looks at himself in a mirror and becomes so enthralled with what he sees that the only person he ends up ever being attracted to is him dressed as a maid. I mean, we already know Keiichi dies later, but yeah, exactly, just become your own girlfriend, easy peasy.
It's gotta start at some point.
Is it? Oh god, this is gonna go deep.
Filled with sexual deviancy and dark subject matter to the point that I have to be careful to ensure the visual novels if I don't contain explicit hentai.
Yeah, no, I see how that works, yeah.
There is actually I believe it's a visual novel, an otome one coming out on the Switch this year.
9-rip.
9-rip, if you even pronounce it like that. The moment that's out, I will probably buy it. I don't know how bad it is or how the content is, but I will buy it.
I can tell you, Tifa.
We're gonna stream it.
If it has a PC version, and one of the most busy threads on like Steam or whatever is where to get the fan patch, it's that kind of game.
I don't think it has a...
If it's on Switch, there's no hentai in that version. Yeah, because...
However, I think it's a Switch
that wouldn't be allowed.
even.
I don't know. We'll need to look that up.
Well, we'll see when it's out. And now you're going to walk around town with me. You'll surely monopolize the eyes of all the men. That would definitely make you feel really good, wouldn't it? If only you didn't have this big thing dangling between your legs, you'd be a real girl.
Saying that, she tried to flip my skirt. Wow! This is definitely not the time. I can't let them see me with this male-centric problem.
Wait, who hit who?
We're about to find out.
Crash! Drop!
Before I realized that Reina was caressing my head and rubbing me with her cheek.
Okay, so that was not a... Thought someone like punched us in the face. Usually on stream, most of the visual novels, they remove the adult content, which you can...
Which is why then you will have a patch for the fans that restores content.
I'm gonna have a look because I'm quite sure that was a Switch only one.
Then it's safe, potentially.
Keiichi-kun, when you were fidgeting like that, you were super cute. I'm going to take you home.
Peering through Reina's vice-like embrace, I saw Mion laying spread eagle on her back. I see. This must be what Satoko and Rika-chan feel like when... This must be what Satoko and Rika-chan feel like when they become Reina's prey. After that, it took quite some time to calm Reina down from her frenzy.
Later, Kei-chan. Today was super enjoyable.
You will rue this day, Mion! This disgrace shall be returned tenfold. I'll achieve an overwhelming victory, then condemn you to public shaming.
Yeah. Only if you can beat me. I look forward to seeing you try.
Mion tossed me my clothes and, looking in as good as a mood as I've ever seen her, left.
Two nice houses.
Okay, now that I've been released by Mion, I can't waste even a second running home.
By the way, Reina isn't as good as Michon. So if we happen to bump into anybody, I won't be able to follow up for you, okay?
Soon after that, I went into a full-out dash. I'm pretty sure I was running by 100 meters in about 6 seconds there.
Could get her bicycle.
Well then, Keiichi-kun. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Try to avoid the ones where adult content is important because I don't want to see that shit. Yeah, there's a time and place for everything. Not every game has to have it.
Very fair.
Actually legit hard to find visual novels on Steam since the definition is so broad on the platform. Yeah, I want to say didn't they give users the ability to add tags to games?
Oh, that's probably a mistake.
I mean, some of them are helpful, but not necessarily all of them. You know?
I'd probably mistag some myself.
No, I don't think you've ever actually set a tag in Steam. It's on the store
I haven't,
page.
but if I would.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you seem like the kind of person. The fact that I didn't bump into anybody I knew was probably a divine favor for my constant good behavior. It's been going my way today.
Lucky.
At that moment, the front door opened as if somebody was waiting for me. No, Keiichi. So you're home. I was just about to go for a walk. I was dumbstruck by how slow my father was to react.
His father has probably done the same as a kid.
He might have just changed into his regular dad clothing. A normal person would have realized the peculiar scene before them around. Oh, Keiichi! Dad? This is... You see, you know that club I'm always talking about? This is one of the penalty games we do there. It just so happened I lost today. My dad placed his hand on my shoulder.
Telling you, he understands.
It was an oddly moist and uncomfortably warm hand. Why do I think I'm gonna hate what I'm about to read out? Keiichi, let's have a little talk in my studio. I'll keep it a secret from Mom, of course. No, Dad, let go! There's a show I want to watch right now! Mion, you shall rue this day. His artistic flame raging like wildfire, my dad dragged me along. I disappeared into the depths of a studio.
It's time for the talk.
This just feeds back into the he's drawing smut for money. You know? Probably like furry commissions. That's where the real money is.
I still wonder if we're gonna find that out.
For patches and sex but vans, I'm all in, baby. I downloaded a fan page for one game for that reason. I didn't know that exists as well. Usually, from my experience, it's just the other type of
Some
content.
people also don't want to see like gore and stuff. Or too much gore, so that makes sense.
I think they should actually do that for more games. You know, like...
I'd like the option.
Yeah, if you can toggle these things in games, that would be cool.
It's more work though.
Yeah, but still. If you can.
Keiichi, are you home? Oh, you were in the bath. Is that makeup remover?
More importantly, what's the matter?
Sorry. I have a headache and don't think I can make dinner tonight. I'm terribly sorry, but can you go out to eat with your dad?
My mom is a go-get-em superwoman at work, but it occasionally takes a toll on her health. So this kind of situation is hardly a rarity. That's fine, but what will you eat?
If it's just for myself, I can probably find a way to scrunch something together. Take care. Today is a ramen kind of day.
Yeah, pork bone and ginger flavor, if you like. Only seen in one game, Chaos had. Okay, that's also a visual novel, right? Then you would just change the art. Again, more work, but still. Keiichi! We'll take the car, so you hurry up. Dad quickly got the car ready. He must be hungry. He really only moves so energetically when it's time to eat.
Well, it's dark. Look at how dark it is. It's definitely time to eat.
Sorry to keep you waiting. So, where are we going to eat?
Is this the same shot as when we were talking to Oishi?
It looks like it.
It definitely is now. Besides the dark night background.
I recently found a nice store. Let's go there. My dad usually only complains about things. For him to actually praise something is unexpected. I wonder what kind of place it is he'd rank it 3 stars. As one who seeks the way of a gourmand, I, Keiichi Maebara, am genuinely intrigued. Why do I think it's that maid cafe from chapter 1? The one where he went with ooishi-san?
If anything, it's to save costs on a new slide.
First game in the series of Steins Gate. The first game in the series. I didn't know it.
I think there's several. 3, no? Also, this is where Thingy got killed.
We don't talk about that. That didn't even happen yet.
That is true.
And the headlights of a car cut through the early darkness of a Hinamizawa night, carving a straight path towards town. I was pondering where such a gem of a restaurant could be hidden away. It was, shockingly, the family restaurant right by the station. Dad, that great restaurant you were talking about, was this? It is that place.
This doesn't make sense though. Because when we went there with Oishi, it was in another city. We're now
No, it wasn't Okonomiya. It was here.
We even went like, oh, you don't want anyone you know to find out we're having lunch together, so let's travel a bit further. But it's a bit far.
Maybe it's a chain.
Because it's in another place.
Maybe it's a chain.
Nah, that's not, well, I guess it could be a chain, but...
The words Angel Mort were written on a very family restaurant-esque cartoonish logo. It had the air of a girl-oriented all-you-can-eat cake buffet rather than a proper restaurant. You've never been inside, Keiichi? Come to think of it, I haven't.
Family restaurant? I mean, they don't offer any extra service so far.
I mean, maybe some couples after visiting the store are so inspired that they start a family after it. But violence isn't even explicitly shown for the most part, just described in text. The patch restores a route that describes how a series of very grotesque murders was carried out. Oh, okay, it changes the text.
For that, I find it a bit odd to put it in a patch.
Well, maybe it's also about the rating.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, if you modify the game after purchase, that's on the user, not on the publisher.
I guess, fair.
Yeah. There are 7 games. Okay. 7, not 3.
Oh wait, I messed up with Steins Gate, because I'm quite sure Steins Gate was 3.
There's been some times where I've traveled to faraway towns to eat, but returning only as far as Okonomiya Station, there really wasn't a reason to dine out. Home was just a stone's throw away after all. I see. That was the reason I never noticed it before. We stopped the car in the restaurant's parking lot. It seems like business is booming. There's quite a few cars parked here. But what really amazes me are the license plates. There's a lot of them that can't be from this area. Fukuyama, Nagoya, well, that's fine. Chiba? Saitama! Opening up my mental geography book, I calculated how long it would have taken to get here via the major highways. Keiichi, it seems that you finally realized how amazing this restaurant is. What's the meaning of this? How can so many people travel from so far away just to come to this restaurant? Following my dad, I climbed the steps and entered the building. It is the same place. But to quickly feed into Tifa's confusion, this is what also threw me off about some of the stuff we've seen in Chapter 2 so far. Unless the game is actively retconning itself by Chapter 2 already, didn't Keiichi specifically say he hadn't been to this place? At least his descriptions didn't seem like he was familiar with it.
Yeah, but I don't think Chapter 2 is directly related to Chapter 1 so far.
But
I think I'm gonna see it as a separate universe.
are you?
They're like short stories, I want to say right now. A direct continuation doesn't make sense.
Oh my god, are we stuck in a time loop?
No, time loop also doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Call it a multiverse, call it a time loop, whatever. People are reliving the same stretch of time.
A time loop and a multiverse are completely different things.
The same people going through the same settings with slight variances can happen in a time loop, can be a multiverse thing that you just brought up.
Nah. I don't think 1 and 2 are directly related to one another.
Functionally the same in this. Yes, in this case, perfectly the same. What do you mean? This is the first time you say no. I mean, currently,
right now it is.
If I follow the logic of Chapter 2 establishes points in history that we didn't get to witness in Chapter 1, then yes, this is the first time he's seen it. But from how it was described to us, the readers, in Chapter 1, when he went here with ooishi-san, there didn't seem to be any sense of familiarity with the place.
No, he even said he's never been there. But I want to say that's something else.
Similarly, there was the whole thing earlier with, oh wait, don't you know that Mion has multiple jobs where she helps out the uncles? You know?
Also, I don't recall if in Chapter 1 the couch was also pink.
Yes, it was. This is the same shot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which makes sense from a design point, but... The bell attached to the door clattered as we entered, and the waitress soon greeted us. After confirming our party size and whether we wanted a smoking or non-smoking seat, she guided us inside.
Yeah, this table is smoking. The one behind it is not smoking.
I hated it back when restaurants still allowed smoking and did that. Like, yeah, so the left half of the room is smoking. Like, then the whole room is Dad ordered 2 of the daily specials. It seemed that they were ready-made, so there wasn't much of a wait at all until our meals were brought to us. The taste was, no offense to Dad, not so different from your run-of-the-mill family restaurant. If you're just talking about the taste, it seems like a normal family restaurant fare. Who gives a damn about the taste, Keiichi? See? Isn't it great? I see. It just may be that the food here might be nothing more than average. The demographic of the customers was pretty much all young men. It may call itself a family restaurant, but there wasn't a single table with a family. And yet it was packed. The parking lot was filled with cars from all corners of the country. If they didn't come from far and wide to eat this completely mediocre food, then there's only one other reason. Dad flagged down a nearby waitress. Excuse me, the dessert that comes with a meal still hasn't come yet.
Should this be legal though?
I believe the age of consent in Japan at some point was raised from 13 to 16.
I mean, true.
I don't know when it was raised, but...
Wait, I'm gonna look that up.
Can you do that in incognito mode, please? Because...
What?
Actually, can you do mobile internet? I don't want that on this IP's search history.
I can at least turn off the Wi-Fi for you. Age of consent, Japan. What was this? 1980? Let's go with 1980.
What was the age of consent in Japan in 1990?
13.
Japan's had been unchanged since 1907, with children the age of 13 and above deemed capable of consent.
I mean, okay, so it is legal. Then it's fine. So, no, just kidding.
This is the part where culturally everybody might feel different about this, depending on how you see things. Remember, this is a game portraying the 80s, when this was perfectly acceptable.
Also, somehow I would not have considered this a maid outfit. No? More like magical girl? I feel like that's its own category.
Something like that.
And not maid.
Something like that.
Another reason I avoid hentai.
Yeah. It's just a combination of a maid outfit and a one piece. Yes. Yes, very much.
Yeah, I would absolutely not go with maid outfit here at all. The color maybe, but...
Is she wearing a wig? Does she normally have that long hair?
Oh.
Also, wait a second.
Oh.
Wait a
we
goddamn...
weren't ready to continue
Wait
yet.
a goddamn second.
What?
This explains how Reina, Mion, knew exactly what happened at Angel Mort with ooishi-san. Reina works at the places her family runs.
I mean, she probably didn't work that day in the cafe, but she would know
Yeah.
the owner, and therefore, I mean, yes, that would...
Oh, check the other sprites. I forgot about that.
Oh, true. Good point.
Okay, the remake looks more like it's a visual novel that wants to go the other way and not tell a story. She is more developed there than in
And her bodily features, like you can see her belly button in there.
It's body paint. That's not skin tight. That's body paint. Okay, the original also makes her rather voluptuous.
Yeah. Did she have a... No, the other one had a gun.
Yeah, only her normal outfit has a gun.
Yeah.
I gotta say, the remake, I like the general idea of her outfit better though. I don't know, maybe it's the extra details. Yeah. I make her check her gun at the door. Yeah, good that they do that. Good call, thank you for reminding us of the sprites. Thank you. We're all 18, the game says, but when with sprites, I'm not messing with it. Yeah, fair.
It's like sometimes when you see a manga or an anime of this little girl that everyone is, who I want to say looks like she's 8, that everyone
I'm
is
sorry,
gushing over,
she's
but
actually a 1,000-year-old dragon.
Or dragon, it's like, then it's okay.
Yeah, clearly. She's just put in the body of an 8-year-old because of the story.
So it's a little bit awkward.
Well, waitress.
Oh, I am so sorry. What do you think the dessert is?
I don't want to answer.
Oh, is it an actual dessert?
What? Wait, what did...
What?
I was trying to not go for the really dumb but simple and right there like, dessert is you. And then you're like, oh, is it actually food? What else would it be?
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense to say the dessert that comes with the main meal has not been delivered yet. Why would you already want the dessert with your main meal? So I was like, there's gonna be some sort of show, like a dance or something with it, which would be the dessert. And now
Tifa,
it's like...
Stop. Get help.
I'm sorry, but that's very common at these cafes. So I thought that is like the thing, why people come from all over the country
Tifa
to
has
this
a
place.
very extensive knowledge of maid cafes and the likes.
Yeah.
No, Tifa, I have a feeling...
It's a whole hype on TikTok at the moment too. But then with Chinese boys.
To each their own.
Don't ask me why that's on my phone.
We need to fix the algorithm.
I've been trying.
Have you now? How do you end up with Chinese boys dancing on your TikTok timeline?
Because it's popular right now.
Ah, yes. Popular.
I'm not even going to.
You know TikTok only shows you what you keep watching?
Yeah, because I've been watching dance videos. So these also pop up. And the trick with these is to like just swipe immediately when you see it, but that doesn't work immediately. Anyway, that's not the point.
As Dark Lord says, kawaii. No, I have a feeling Keiichi's dad did this because Keiichi's like, why are we here? The food isn't even good. So Keiichi's dad goes like, let me show you why we're here. Hey, waitress.
No, I don't think so.
They literally just talked about this. Yet it was packed. I didn't understand why. Dad flagged down a waitress.
Yeah, but he didn't have a conversation with his dad about this. He was having that in his own mind.
If you talk about the taste, it seems like a normal restaurant. Who gives a damn about the taste, Keiichi?
Yeah, and then he goes like, isn't this great because of the view?
Anyway, it's Japanese Hooters, basically, yes.
Basically.
Sometimes you can buy additional service, like when putting more love in it.
I want to say this is still a slightly more... Actually, no.
I hope this is a more serious business. There's a dessert that comes with daily combo A. I've been waiting for quite a while.
Oh, it's... my apologies. I'll bring it right away. It's not even Mion, is it?
The apparently rookie waitress rushed off flustered.
We're just getting random fan service because there's no way Keiichi would not have recognized Mion here.
I'm with Cycle on this one. Let me press A.
That is not Mion. We're just getting a fan service shot.
Do you have more to get out of your system, or may I continue?
You may continue.
It's okay, Tifa. Things will make sense when we get through it. Dad, could it be this restaurant is... Aren't they great? The waitress's uniforms here, I mean. Bam! What are you doing, Keiichi? My own father never hit me. I'm your son! Listen, Keiichi, I've never come here with impure intentions. That bell and attirant and eccentric clothing, quel effet! It is my artistic muse. I wanted you to feel that. Even you must have yearned for this stimulation, haven't you?
Yeah, that's why I wore it myself.
Coming here alone, though, is a bit embarrassing. You understand? That's why I dragged you here. Just blame me. Even if you must condemn me, I wanted you to know this feeling, Keiichi! Whoa. Why don't we just get a boing sound?
You know the worst
This is too much information and I just heard a sound.
This kind of reminds me of when I went to what's the convention with my mom where she won the dildo and the butt plug for you. It's like this super awkward thing you share with your parent.
I want... Is there already a dissertation on the impact that learning that Keiichi's dad just popped a boner has on the experience of you reading Higurashi When They Cried Chapter 2 Watanagashi Episode 2?
No, they're
Because if there isn't already, I feel like I need to start working on that. Just because I feel like that's something that needs to exist.
I'm surprised they didn't stick to the one...
Sigmund Freud would be so confused right now. It's fine, it's not his mom. I need to take a leak. My father has always had a bad habit of trying to hide his embarrassment using incomprehensible nonsense as a smokescreen. I want to believe that this weirdness won't be genetic. Continuing his one-sided rambling, my father stood up and headed to the washroom. Okay, so it was innocent. I just thought with the sound it's fine. It's fine, it's not his mom. That's something Sigmund Freud would have said, probably. With him gone, I was left alone in the booth. Finally, at this time, a feeling of embarrassment welled up inside of me. I had nothing to do but go beat red with shame. The waitress from before returned, her eyes alternating between the order slip and the table. He doesn't recognize her because she's in costume.
I am sorry.
Tifa, no.
Look at this.
No, it's the team...
Tifa. It's the Team Rocket.
Tifa, look at me. Look at me. Who am I?
Can't. Who are you? It's not going to. I refuse.
Or they both have enough tact and class to just not go into this right now.
He is a teenager. He has just been put in a maid outfit by Mion. There is no tact. there is no class. That would be like immediately pinpointed.
Maybe all of his blood is somewhere lower on his body, therefore making it harder to think.
I'm not thinking any of this.
Or you enable me to press A eventually. Arriving at my seat, she hesitantly tried to say something. A more veteran waitress offered some advice from over her shoulder. Just calm down and say sorry for the wait.
Oh, Vernon. Terribly sorry for the wait.
Right, just like that. Do your best. Whispering that into her ear, the veteran waitress left. Veteran waitress sounds...
How does he know it's a veteran?
Maybe she lost a leg?
I shouldn't laugh at that one, but that was actually quite funny.
That's really blue comedy. There's nothing funny with that.
That is so bad.
Yeah. I think it's meant to imply that she is more...
older looking? Like you can still be hired then.
She looks like she has more experience working tables. The waitress must have just been hired. With an absolute lack of confidence, she moved hesitantly and maybe even somewhat perilously. Just watching her put me on edge. I silently watched as she placed the dessert on the table with an inexperienced hand. But it's just as Dad said. What incredible uniforms these are. They were like a bunny girl plus a maid, some sort of frilly outfit, all in a perfect ratio. Most certainly a rather dubiously charming kind of fashion. In any case, she in no way appeared to be a proper waitress. What should I do? I was catching a glimpse of too many things. That is, I didn't know where I should look. Clearly, the designer of this piece of clothing wants you to look at the crotch. Why else would they put a white detail there? You get what I mean, right?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Wearing something like that walking around a restaurant? It's as bad as it can be. It's as bad as it can be for digestion. Even though she was wearing the outfit, this particular waitress had no idea what to do either. This flustered state, without a doubt, should be attributed to the amount of bare skin showing rather than being new to the job. Both I can't speak anymore of this.
Being a bit distracted, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Behold the perfect outfit. Something like that.
I also kind of see this somehow as MMO gear.
Yeah, but this is late level stuff.
Yeah, or as like a tech armor before you go fight in your robot.
Yeah, where all the women's outfits, you start fully armored, like steel pauldrons and like, you know, proper battle attire.
Yeah, and then it gets less and less the more experience you gain.
Yeah, because they get really good at dodging, I guess. Both the waitress and I mutually avoided eye contact. What a platonically embarrassing feeling this is. I'm a customer, you know? What the fuck? It's alright to be more straightforward. Oh, my nose is starting to bleed.
Where this is average content in Final Fantasy.
Basically,
it's you can't avoid it in any game, but...
I think the writer mentioned that this is inspired by the Dragoon armor from Final Fantasy.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Okay, yeah, with the things on her hips. Yeah, no.
That does make a lot of sense.
I do see that.
Now I see even less maid in it.
I still can't get over the white frill on the crotch part because... Anyway.
It's to break it up a bit.
Yeah, of course. Eye catch. Skill level is reversely proportional to the amount of armor. Yes. You know, it just confines you, so you need to be free to move.
Like, I remember in Terra, I had an outfit that was basically like
a microkini.
A microkini, yeah. But it's like if someone is gonna poke at me with a lance, they're gonna aim right on where the nipple is, right? They're not gonna aim right next to it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty safe.
Plus, it distracts enemies from attacking because they go like, who would go into battle like this?
That has to be it.
At that moment, our eyes just happened to meet. Both of us blinked, doubting who we were looking at. What? This is... Mion, is that you? On top of her hair being let down, she was so far removed from her usual confidence-filled attitude, I didn't realize it was her at all.
This is not how this works.
It was Mion! Why is she here? Why are you working in a place like this?
I'm helping out at my uncle's store.
I called that.
Yeah, I'm not shocked at all, but still, this the fact that he didn't recognize her immediately.
Tifa, did you know that if your body doesn't get enough oxygen transferred to the upper parts of your body, like your brain, your skull, it will start to affect your eyes and you will eventually go blind?
I didn't get the...
Listen to me. Do you know this?
Sure.
Okay, when a man gets fixated on
there was nothing
certain
to indicate
things,
that is what he has been doing, though.
You do know that the blood gets stuck in a loop somewhere beneath his skull.
There is nothing so far in the conversation that indicates that. To be fair, I wouldn't recognize Jack in a maid outfit right away either.
Checkmate.
Okay, but I think it was implied he was avoiding looking at the face. I guess, yeah. But where else was he looking then, though?
At her freaking crotch. Why does she have an eye catch there?
And wait, can you press the remake version again for a sec? Oh yeah, that's also there. Okay.
Yes. It's there in all of them.
Yeah, I have no clue what that even is.
It's just here you don't see what's underneath it. And here in the console one, and especially in the remake, you can follow the curvature of a body.
It seems oddly like put on, you know?
Yeah.
Oh well.
It doesn't seem like a frilly thing, but oh well. Come to think of it, I did hear her talk about how her relatives have stores in town and that she sometimes works pastime. I did hear talk about how her relatives have stores in town and that she sometimes works part-time to help them. Oh, that must be a lot of work. The nervous feeling I had dissipated in an instant. Knowing that this was Mion, there was no reason to feel that way.
Aren't they lucky there's no mobile phones in that sort of sense yet?
Well, actually, my animal instinct tells me that the power balance between Mion and myself had been turned upside down. That's right, I'm a customer. My position is superior to hers. The humiliation from today's penalty game was cutting through the recesses of my mind. There really is a God. For him to grant me this opportunity for revenge. Noticing the flames of vengeance burning in my eyes, Mion took a step back. But seeing it like this type of clothing suits you very nicely, doesn't it?
It's embarrassing, so don't look so much.
I confirmed my preemptive strike was a clean hit. There's no mistaking that Mion is currently defenseless. While confirming my attack was successful, I simultaneously lined up the combo.
Oh no.
Alright. Mion, you have pretty big breasts. It seems like they're ready to spill out even right now. All the customers are definitely looking at you.
Don't say that.
Don't play coy with me. I know that you enjoy drawing all the male attention with that embarrassing getup. I mean, if you didn't, there's no way you'd dress up like that.
I'm waiting for his dad to overhear this. It's not like I'm doing this because I like to.
Is this alright, Keiichi Maebara? Aren't you taking this a little too far? Even if it's payback for that humiliation during the day, isn't this too much? Hey, shut up, Logic. To pay back Mion tenfold is a chance you'll hardly ever get. Wearing this kind of getup, your mother must be disappointed.
I know, that goes too far.
That part where you can almost just see something is the best. Come closer.
Please stop.
You still lack the spirit of service towards your customers.
Please forgive me.
Aw, I want to take you home.
This is so awkward. No, not that!
Entering a version of Reina's cute mode, blood spewing from my nose like a waterfall, I was going until I had no regrets. I was going to complete this verbal humiliation plan. I mean, revenge for today's events.
There's gonna be so much regret.
Yep, I'll spare you the rest for today. I need to sell this.
You couldn't make that any creepier, and how could you?
Not much, no.
I think it's the cute.
No. Nah, this ain't cute. This is horny mode. It seems that Mion's neural circuit had completely shorted from the embarrassment. I may have teased a little too much, or so I thought, but such a meek Mion is something you hardly ever see, so this was good for now. Leaving aside what exactly was good. I never knew. To think that the high and mighty Mion would have a hard time being a waitress.
That's wrong.
This is such a surprising side of you. I want to show this to the Mion from this afternoon. And actually, I want to show Reina and the others. Reina will definitely flip out with joy.
She probably would.
Do you think she'll say she wants to work here?
That's wrong.
I could never imagine my wildest dreams that such a cute outfit would suit you, Mion.
I'm saying that's wrong.
While turning bright red, Mion finally spit out the words that were lodged in her throat. What do you mean, that's wrong?
I'm not Mion! Twin sister.
What the actual fuck?
Also, if it's not Mion, that makes this even more embarrassing.
Do we call a night here? For the cliffhanger?
I would not mind, because I don't also know how long this part will continue. Like, especially after the I'm not Mion. There's gonna be so much to unfold.
Oh my god, there is so much.
It has to be family, though.
Who is the Mion we killed? In chapter 1.
No, that doesn't make sense.
No, if Mion and supposedly her twin sister look exactly the same, how do we know when it's one or the other? They sound the same, they look the same.
We still have a Mion in here.
Yes, because this is before the end of chapter 1, I think. What if the twin sisters take each other's place sometime?
I think you're overthinking it right now. What a dick move.
That is the curse of oyashiro-sama.
Well, how long is it until there is a next nice save point? Like, until we figure something out here. We can go for like 5 more minutes, but if it's gonna be a more awkward save point, that also sucks.
I'll give you a moment to tell us. For me, 5 minutes. For you, 3 hours. Yeah. I'll take that. Press A. I did. Look, the overlay changed. I didn't press A, but I pressed a button.
Has to be like
family. Oh my god, an identical twin sister opens a lot of plot possibilities. What if one Mion, I'm just gonna call them both Mion for now.
Could also be a cousin. She did say she was helping out.
It doesn't matter, Tifa. What if there is a Mion that is the nice, competitive, tomboyish, friendly one that we met, and then there is the unhinged murder sister Mion?
That could be, but is that what we're going for? Probably
is Reina also?
It could also be a trick, by the way. It could be Mion.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah.
And she's just gonna try to make us believe that she is not Mion.
Like me.
Jack!
It's the good old Team Rocket disguise. Just put on sunglasses and people don't recognize you.
Basically. Like, it could be anything.
I am so confused. How did nobody ever bring up that she has an identical twin? Like,
because it might not be an identical twin.
Somebody is cosplaying as her.
Besides, is every family member mentioned? We also haven't really talked about Rika's family. We only heard that through Oishi, for example.
True, and the newspaper article we found. Yeah.
You did save, right?
I did save.
Okay. Just closed it on the background.
Also, oh my god, how awkward. Him, like, teasing her and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. If it turns out to really not be Mion, that's gonna
Dick
be...
move, Keiichi Maebara. Dick move.
It really is.
Also shaming people for working in these establishments.
He was just out for revenge.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but...
If it was anyone else, I doubt he would have launched this attack. Now it's like a payback.
Yeah. Also, Dad is gone a surprisingly long amount of time.
I think you'd be surprised at how short this moment was. And it could be like in some restaurants where you want to go to the toilet, but you
have
first
to walk
have
all
to
the way through the store. Yes.
Walk through the store,
down the stairs,
4 floors, then through some more corners in the dungeon, and then you're at the toilet, and then you still need to find your way back up.
Uphill both ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's amazing where you all need to go.
Indeed. He's not using the toilet for convention.
And there is that.
I do have a right image from the sound they played before that, right? Because, like, that didn't seem like an innocent boing.
Well, I'm glad they have this father-son bonding moment going on, I guess.
I can safely say that I've never been in a situation like this with my dad, and I am very okay with it.
That's only because there's no maid cafes here.
That is true. But still. Why did you have to make it even more awkward? What the hell?
Oh well. To change the topic, we have no clue yet what we're gonna play on Tuesday and Wednesday.
No. We're not gonna announce anything yet because of Tifa, but I had a plan and I wanted to double check if Tifa is okay with that plan. But when Tifa did anything but check the game I suggested.
I kind of forgot, to be honest.
That's hurtful.
Well, that's for tomorrow then, isn't it?
Yes.
If we don't forget.
I mean, you can't forget because I will remind you every 5 minutes, Tifa, I want to post the schedule, Tifa, I want to post the schedule, Tifa, I want to post the schedule. When are you going to be home? Can I set up the game for you to try it out?
We don't know what we're going to play yet. We'll find out tomorrow.
It's not going to be Higurashi, I can tell you that. Also tomorrow on Tuesday. We're going to find out what we're going to play tomorrow. Yeah, true. Yeah, it will be a surprise for everybody, I guess.
Even for us.
Yeah, you're so unprepared.
Will I cry if I miss it? I do not know.
Well, it's not Higurashi, so not that. It's not a visual novel. But potentially yes, because it's a game near and dear to my heart.
I mean, I will cry for playing it, probably.
That might happen. And then again, if the camera and stuff is too bad for you, we're not going to stream it at all. Which would be...
that was the whole thing. We still had to do like a test run to see how my stomach reacts to it. Which
would be painful for me, but... Can you take pills against motion sickness? Rosenkreuz Stiletto would make me cry. It's not that.
It's definitely not that, I can tell you that.
It's not a Mega Man-like game. No. Alright, I remember you rescheduled. Yes. Higurashi, Fridays and Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays will be something else. And hopefully by tomorrow Tifa will know what that something else is.
We're gonna find out. We'll see. Any more nuggets of wisdom that have not to do with our schedule?
Because I forget otherwise, should I quickly tell my other math lesson story? It's a really short one.
Then good.
Math lesson. To preface this, my enjoyment of a story has nothing to do with what actually happened, but everything to do with my very personal gain. I need to preface it like this because otherwise I will seem like a massive asshole. And I'm a dick, but not like that. So, it's high school. It's earlier in high school. We have math lessons, as you do in high school as well. Our math teacher comes into the room. It's like I don't know, May or something, just a few more weeks before the big summer break. And it's warm, it's late in the day already, nobody wants to be here except, you know, the people who enjoy math, not me. She's a few minutes late, but the door opens, she walks to the front of the class, she stands there in front of everybody, puts her, like, folder down, in silence, all of it, looks at us. You know what? I don't feel like it. Takes the stuff and leaves.
Very understandable, especially as a high school teacher.
And we were sitting there because we were thinking, this has to be like a prank, right? Like, it's never happened that a teacher comes in, goes, nope, and leaves. Also, what does this mean? Can we leave now? So, at our school, and I think at most schools in Germany, if not everywhere else, there is actually a written rule, like a terms and conditions thing, where if a teacher doesn't show up within 15 minutes for a class, the students have to send somebody to like the school administration to ask, hey, do you know what happened to the teacher? Are we gonna get a substitute? What's happening? Is the class dismissed? So we sit in there for like 10 more minutes and then somebody runs to the administrative building and comes back and goes, no, she left. And we're like, okay, yeah, we're not gonna send a substitute. So we're all like cheering because it's nice outside. It's almost summer break.
Self-study hour.
The few people that enjoyed math were like sad. I feel bad for them, but the rest of us cheered. We left. Next day I didn't have math classes scheduled, but the day after that I check the thingy for like notes if anybody is missing, and math class is cancelled. And the day after that, and the class after that, for like 2 weeks.
That's a long time though. Without a substitute?
Yes.
Okay.
Until eventually one of like the class representatives or something learned from the administrators, when our teacher had walked into the room and said, I'm not doing this, she meant it. She left school, got in her car, went to her therapist and got put off duty for like 6 months because of a massive burnout. That's the sad part of the story. That's what I was saying. I feel super bad for her. It shouldn't get to this point. I wish she would have had the math lessons with us, because then that means she would have done, like, she would have been healthier, she would have been happier, hopefully. Like, it could have possibly been avoided, I don't know. But I ended up not having math lessons for like, I want to say 4 weeks, until they found a permanent substitute teacher for the rest of
from a high school kid
the
point
next
of view.
couple months.
That's
because
quite nice.
she was in no way, shape or form to come back. You know, she made the decision, no, I can't do this. I need to take care of my mental health. And kudos to her. But it was so weird. So weird and so conflicting in a way, if you like now thinking back about it, because back then I just cheered. I was like, yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's like no math.
Yeah.
Because from a high school point of view or high school kid point of view, that's quite nice.
Yeah. That is my second math story that stuck with me. She did eventually make a recovery. She returned to school, the same one. She returned to teaching. I think she reduced her hours a bit to like find where she is like
Makes sense.
doing best in her like work-life balance. Good for her, super happy for her. But yeah, exactly. Like, I'm happy, you know, nobody got hurt. I just missed a couple math classes. Maybe that's why I'm bad at math. No, it's because I'm just bad at math and I hate it. All is well that ends well. But that's how I got out of math classes for a bit. That was nice.
Got out of.
I mean, yeah, they first the school director had to figure out like, okay, what is happening? What do you mean you're not coming back? For how long? Are you like sick for a week? Is it 2 weeks? Do I need a substitute to teach a few classes? Do I need someone to take over completely? You know?
I mean, usually they get substitutes, but if there's a...
Yeah, back then already there was a shortage.
If there's a shortage...
It's even worse now in Germany.
What are you gonna do?
I think most places have that, but yeah. That's... now you know my 2 math memories that I have. All the other one, like, I don't remember anything from math classes. Let's keep it that way, and we should go to bed before I get math nightmares.
Well, any more math stories then?
wouldn't be a problem if teachers get paid more. If they got paid more and the work conditions were more doable. Because if you're being sent all across the country to like teach for like 1 or 2 lessons, I mean not across the country but across cities and stuff.
I also find that saturating because it seems to depend on where you work, because I've seen the salaries of some high school teachers and that's pretty nice.
Okay.
Like that is pretty good.
Here in Germany we unfortunately have a 2-class system for teachers. I think by now maybe even 3 classes, but doesn't matter. Originally it was, if you're a teacher you become an agent of a state, Beamter. You are employed by the government to be a teacher. And these people got good pensions, healthcare, everything taken care of, and a really, really, really good salary. Like you're set, you can pay for everything with just one person.
Yeah, but it depends on what like level, because a high school teacher gets better paid than a grade school teacher. And I believe that gap
degree,
is
yes,
too big.
but all of them were good.
For whatever.
The problem is that at some point people were like, if we don't give them government agent status, we can pay them less. And then they just became employees. And immediately you had the people that were agents and people that were employees, and they would get paid way less. And they would also have to like travel different schools to make up their hours and stuff.
That's shitty.
Anyway, teachers, just like many other jobs, professions, should get paid more. They should have better working conditions.
Appreciated more.
Yes. Go hug a teacher. Go, if you can, go tell your favorite teacher from back in the day that they were nice.
I'm still in contact with my grade school teachers.
That's really
I'm saying contact because it's not like I have their phone number, but when I still see them now after 25 years, we still have a talk.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Bumped into my favorite English teacher once. Chatted for 5 minutes and then just, yeah, that was good. Can recommend.
That's a more wholesome story.
I am very wholesome.
With that, I don't feel bad pressing the button anymore.
Please do. Wait, do you have a twin sister? Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. We'll be back on Tuesday with whatever Tifa decides it will be in the end. Bye!
Bye!
Thank you, thank you.